Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arcade Archives. And a very special Arcade Archives, the very first one in person.
Yeah.
You're this is so weird to be back in person, even though a little separated, but back in person.
Yeah. 2 years.
Yeah.
Probably 2 years of remote playing.
But I'm sure that everyone has noticed we are missing something, two somethings,
Rum?
and that would be
Burritos?
Cade and Jay. So let's, without further ado, introduce them. So weighing in at a number and being super tall like my dad is Cade.
Hello, everyone.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Kincaid, better known as Cthulhu on this channel.
You can touch
You're physical.
I'm gonna punch him. I swear to God.
Someone's getting punched by the end of
Hang
this.
on, hang on. End of this week, it's gonna happen.
I don't doubt it.
But hello, everyone.
And I love your shirt. I
know.
gotta point out, I love your
It's
shirt.
a great shirt.
It's
Pretty
so
cool seeing
great.
it in person.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I think also without further ado, for the first time in the flesh, again weighing in at something and being shorter than I thought, Zio Vanra. we
Why, hello there.
yeah. And of course we mean Jake Tarbs.
Hello.
This is
This
insane.
this
I
is
guess
weird.
This
This is
crazy.
absolutely
I will say
crazy.
that.
I'll just quote Paul Rudd. Hey, look at us. Who thought we'd? Yeah, not me. Not me.
That is. Yeah.
I should be professional and mute my thing.
Oh my God. I'm
Hey,
gonna cry.
Bowers, do we have sound right now?
And cry.
Are we coming? Yeah, are we coming through?
Awesome.
That'd have been great if we
Live?
did that whole intro and just no audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So weird about this is that like we talked beforehand, but now it's another like an amazing hello, just being on.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah.
I think
this
the crazy
is
thing to me is we had this planned, what, a month in advance?
Yep.
And we made it
And then
happen.
we booked the
Yeah.
flights 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and
2
then
weeks
we were
ago,
like,
yeah.
you know, it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have work for a couple more weeks. Like, I'll be fine.
It was insanely fast.
And then the
That's what I-
second,
Yeah. See,
and
I
the last
fast
day
tracked
hit-
that, and I was like, I'll have work for no more weeks.
Yeah, we picked you guys
See,
up
but
from the
as soon
airport
as, soon as
4
that
hours
last
ago.
day of work hit, I was
Yeah,
just like,
not
holy
even.
shit,
It's
this is
happening.
happening.
It's happening.
You know what my
Yeah.
favorite part is? When no one can see that I don't know what to do with my hands.
I know.
They just like Ricky
Now
Bobby.
everybody gets to see all of our weird quirks.
yeah.
So
Especially
when you
mine, I
did
don't like
kill that
this.
guy, how did you feel?
It's like, all right, I'm
And
out.
when you murdered everyone in your tribe.
Wait, what?
What?
Remember when you murdered everybody in your tribe? Spoiler alert, backstory, spoiler alert.
So I do want to say for everybody, for the few that are in attendance and for the millions watching at home, like Triple
For the
Millions.
millions.
like Triple H would say, we do.
For the millions.
None of this would be possible without any of you.
That is very
You're
true.
all amazing people.
Yes.
Between the people that have subbed themselves, gifted subs, gifted bits, and even if you haven't done that, just being here and being involved is honestly the most amazing thing. And for all of you that are lurking, that actually helps more than you think it would.
We love you all.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you to everybody, and we love you all. And I love all of you, and this is awesome.
This
and
is
I
really
never.
cool.
I feel like my
Same.
face
is
is
huge.
gonna hurt from
Yeah,
smiling so
I'm
much.
so
Yeah.
Just wait till
literally
Friday.
over the moon
I
right
know.
now. It's-
No.
Oh, yeah,
No.
cool.
Yeah.
Friday.
No.
It's gonna
Two
hurt from
ducks
frowning.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to
It's
say,
gonna be
we're
rough.
going to be
I'm gonna
frowning at that
Everyone
point.
Yeah.
together.
Oh, I meant because we're
We'll
gonna
be
die.
frowning.
We're gonna be like, get these
That
fucking
too.
mics out of my way.
I know. I might have to
Can't just
leave.
close the camera.
I was gonna say,
If I die, I will
just gotta
leave.
walk farther this
Yeah,
time.
where's my privacy shade?
Yeah.
Well, at Eddie's case, I gotta chuck a sock this far.
Yeah.
Why you gotta reveal my secret, man?
Hey, we learned
So
something
he's
new
not
about Eddie
using
the other
the
day.
sock.
Is that
The
he
sock
doesn't
you
have a
were
privacy
wearing.
screen. And then one time he had to reach for a sock
let me-
to throw over.
Oh, no.
Oh, you guys want my social security number while you're at it?
Yeah. Hey, give it.
Actually,
Let's go.
I got
I
what would
need
you
the
call it?
sock
A
guy.
challenge for anybody in chat. If you can find
Don't do
amongst
this.
the 35 sessions where Eddie
Oh,
tries to
shoot.
take off his sock and toss it onto the camera to cover it and
It
miss
looks-
and throw it over, we will send you every little bit of merch that we have for ourselves.
It
Look
looks
at
a
you,
little
Jack.
something like this.
Yeah. Well,
So
so
you
you
have
have
to-
I was gonna say,
No
speaking.
hints, no
I
hints.
really
Let
hope
them find
Jag's in
themselves.
chat.
Well,
But if
I-
Jag isn't in chat, make sure you mention him. Because speaking of merch,
Oh,
Speaking of
shoot.
merch,
Speaking
everyone look underneath your chairs.
I feel like
this is
I'm
a
on
little
Oprah.
gift from me to you guys for thank you for the fantastic time
Thank you, Oprah.
I've spent with you guys, and it's been fantastic. We'll figure out sizes after stream, but it's
Sorry,
been
Jake.
fantastic.
Orc with the spork.
Orc with the spork.
I really
Oh
hope
my
you guys
God.
like it.
Should we all wear
great.
these
It's
tomorrow?
amazing.
I'm wearing mine tomorrow.
Should we all wear these tomorrow?
Yep.
Maybe if it wasn't like 1,300 degrees.
I was gonna say.
Well,
it's
just wear
very
300
shorts.
degrees. You
Wear
want
shorts.
That would help
Yeah.
a lot.
We'll get some fans
It's
down
very
here.
hot in here.
amazing.
They're very thin.
That's
Well,
so-
thank
awesome.
you, Cade.
Yeah,
Honestly, I like
that's
that they're
amazing.
thin because I have no thin
Yeah.
sweatshirts.
I like
Well,
that
now
they're
you
Mine
know.
are all
because
like
I have
thick,
sweaty
like
armpits
keep
and
me
And
warm.
it's branded. That's the biggest.
There we go. It's branded. I don't know if Jag's in chat, but if not, everybody clip this, please. and
Everyone
just
clip it and
spam
send it to
I
him
can
and
feel his
spam it.
sadness.
We'll,
You're
we'll
saying I
clip
can
it
feel
and then
his
I'll DM it
madness?
to him.
Oh.
Mhm.
I love you, Jag.
We love you, Jag.
Love you, buddy.
Oh.
You're definitely the first one when we do release merch to get it.
Yes.
I do have a question before we even recap the session and hop into what this show's supposed to be. Jay, what does it feel like to be on the internet?
The FBI sees you.
Jay, see, I'm calling him Jake.
Jake,
What is it like
yes.
to be on the internet?
Everyone
Um,
stare at Jake.
So it's a little bit weird because I don't think that I personally put myself out there. I was telling everybody beforehand in the hotel. I don't think I put myself out there on the internet in 10 plus years.
Oh damn.
So I'm not too big on social media or anything like that. So it's a bit weird to be putting myself out there, but in this amazing group of people and this amazing thing that we're doing, I couldn't be happier doing it. So
That's awesome.
Worked it.
And
Yeah, it's
now
a good
we're
way to
gonna burn
break
the
the
Tumblr live.
social media.
Now
Yeah.
we're-
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like you just put a
It's like
selfie
your
like.
debut.
exactly, yeah, no,
No.
not big on
Instagram.
No,
selfies.
this
So
is
is
a
this where
good
we burn the
debut.
Tumblr?
I guys
Yeah.
attacking my
Live?
social media.
Yeah,
That's
this
all
is
I do,
where we go to
so-
Tumblr Live.
Yeah, we get
I'm
to
not
burn
gonna
the Tumblr.
burn Nick's Tumblr.
Yeah, the Tumblr.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Yes,
funny
that's where it
enough,
happens.
Oh,
right
we
now.
can.
He gets
we
a- that's if he
well,
gets a camera.
we made strict rules for Nick that if Jake got a
One or the other, it doesn't
webcam,
matter.
yeah, Jake got a webcam, then Nick would have to burn his Tumblr. So we told him he didn't get a webcam yet, but he is on cam, so Nick is not allowed to use his Tumblr for the next 2 days.
Okay.
So he is
how
using
well you
his. Is it Arcane Archive brand?
Why do we
The
want him to roll
Tumblr?
that?
No, the
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
that.
Yes.
our merch. He has to roll into our merch.
Our merch.
That's true.
Our
That isn't a
merch,
merch.
we ordered it
That definitely
and
isn't
we
pick
asked
up on
them to
cam,
put that
but-
on it.
It's merch. It's merch.
It's our merch, okay?
It's the start of the
It's the
slideshow.
closest we got right now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess without further ado, we can start the actual
The show.
exploring
The
of
thing
the
we're doing?
archives.
Boring.
The actual thing we're doing.
I hope that gets added to the dictionary.
Exploring.
If there's one thing we get that's
Yeah.
added to the
Exploring.
dictionary,
Boring.
So
No,
A noun. When you don't know how to spell like a smart person, this is what you get.
No, exploring. Please see exploring.
spell check is the moral of the story.
No, we're gonna get in the dictionary and fine.
today we will be discussing in Exploring the Archives episode 12. We will be discussing chapter 34, which is named
Champions of the Raven Queen.
In said chapter, our group was in Uthran still, discussing and wondering how to take down Vovek the Bestowed, a Goliath that has been pestering them over the past few months. As all of you were receiving visions from some sort of plane of existence, whether they're dreams or not, as all of you were traveling Uthran under Ziovanra's guide, you all had another vision in his carriage as you all went unconscious, and you had a vision of Cade the Smith humming some sort of melody that I cliffhanged you on to piss off Jess. We opened the session for all of you to discuss what had happened and what you should do and where you should potentially find Vovek. This led you to exploring, well, exploring.
He said the name of the movie.
Roll the credits. Exploring the Fighters Guild, where you were to meet Kane, as well as you ran into his friend, Isaac. Noticing that Kane was a little bit inebriated and egging Zio on to a fight with his Gary Oak, Leo Cornelio,
I was gonna say, please do it.
for
Smell you later.
yeah, for best reference on what he looks like. Just imagine Zio before he left Uthran. After getting egged
I
on,
mean, I feel like I was a little bit cooler than him.
I would.
you're still
say
as
so.
posh and clean.
He said
True.
he had
Posh
way
and
more
clean,
ladies.
but-
Yeah,
true.
way
Yeah.
more ladies.
He had way more ladies.
Way more ladies.
A lot more wine.
Yeah, a lot more wine, that's for sure. He was a whiny little kid.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
My parents
But-
never had to hear it, just the butlers.
That's
Yep.
true. The
There were
countless
enough of them,
grove
that's
of
for sure.
butlers.
Yes,
Your-
Master
your
Zio,
butler
I get it.
grove.
You
All
long for a parenting figure.
3,725.
Exactly. After the fight just beginning to start with Uridin lurking in the shadows, all of your headaches that kept creeping through the day became stronger and stronger as Zio's and the rest of the collective's vision started to weary, as all of you fell unconscious and were transported to a different location, mentally and physically, as you found yourself all in the Freyas town hall where you met Vovek. As all of you realize this was some sort of illusion after shooting Cthulhu with way more spells and attacks than you probably should have.
Guys, stop.
No
Yeah.
metagaming.
That's true, no meta.
No meta.
I didn't
Hey,
hit you.
they
that
got actually
didn't
they're
know that.
level
Yes,
6.
you
I
Wait,
did.
You did too.
I did.
You did too.
No meta.
All
No
three.
meta.
I'll say they're
I missed
level
my
6
chance.
because they did so good at not metaing, and you just took
Yeah.
the damage, so you're level 5.
But wait,
Pretty
for real?
much.
Wait, did I
really?
hit you with something?
Yeah,
But-
you hit me with the arcane missiles, and I
Yeah, you
was down
sent,
to
Magic
3
missile
HP.
one.
Just whipping
Yeah.
it around.
I was down to 3.
yeah.
Hit you right in the
One
D
more
level.
hit, I
Hey,
died.
I knew.
You're alright.
I knew where to
You're
get
alright.
I was this close, and then I saw you getting hit by absolutely everything.
See, out of everyone, I'm surprised you're not the one to do it.
I saw you got
I will
stabbed with
say,
like 13
okay, it
arrows.
wasn't towards you, it was towards him. And in my defense, I was
Guess
the
what
first
happened.
one. So, in my
But we will
defense,
be-
I didn't know.
You'll have
Anyone
plenty of
after
time to
that.
defend yourself because we're going to get into that.
Things to discuss tonight.
But after
heated.
that encounter where Vovek actually showed up, in a manner of speaking, you were all then transported to Summit's Peak, where Alar last experienced Vovek the Bestowed. After a short experience there, Ecclesius being metaphorically weakened by one of the shadow creatures, you were then all transported again. This time to Alar's birthday party, the time that you fought Vovek's minions. And Ecclesius did more damage than Vovek.
How? How did Ecclesias do
With his
that?
Yeah, please describe.
Boomerang.
Please describe.
Boomerang.
This was also
Hurt
where
real bad.
Vovek became physical, stomping through the forest yard as he would pick up June by the jaw and Zio by the back of the neck. Learning his own capabilities, you were then all transported to the lost city of Solaria. That is where you ran Ecclesius with a bird's eye view. That's where you all ran into Sven the Kind.
That's where you made me cry.
The last time you saw him, as he had some confused words to why you were all leaving and protecting him from some unknown evil.
That's when I found out I have an ugly cry face. just sitting there.
As Sven the Kind faded, as Ecclesius came back to his body, as Vovek, emerging from a carriage that was now on a raised pedestal, spoke to all of you, saying how the lesson was not learned, and how today would be when you do learn your lesson. As he was accompanied by two shadowy figures, and went to strike all of you. That is where we left off last session.
I'm gonna murder him dead.
You will try.
And you can
Dead.
see that
We will
epic
all try.
cliffhanger on our Instagram.
Yeah.
We clipped it, and it was amazing.
I'm also still very upset.
And everyone was crying.
Still upset.
So.
So Alar gets to avoid the doom and gloom, and he gets the final blow, right? I don't even care. Like, just
No.
he gets.
I told you can
You
have
gotta
it.
be
I just
angry,
wanna,
though.
I just,
You guys
gotta
can
be
hold
angry.
my
Yeah.
arm
That's
and
true.
shove the sword in, like as long
I could do that.
as.
You gotta be angry
Yeah.
no matter what. Like, you
I
still
just-
gotta
true.
be angry.
That's true.
But you got
What
me
if,
mad.
what if Alar
Yeah,
just
you
gets
really are gonna
absolutely
have to race me
wrecked
to that
in,
one.
in this the fight, and then we got to bring Vovek all the way down, and then be like, hey, keep him at 1 hit point. Somebody heal
Somebody
him or
heal
drag his
Alar,
arm
bring him
over.
back.
It's like when they like use somebody else's hand to like scan through a security thing. We just gotta like slowly push in Alar's hand holding.
Well, I
it.
think it's
Vovek's
more like
nipples.
when they try to do. I think it's more when they try to do a retinal scanner, but the guy's dead, so his eyes are closed. And it's like, eh. It's like, no, open his eyes.
Well, that's why, as I mentioned in last episode in chat, Curls was wondering what Demolition Man was, and they did that, but they actually popped his eye out and put it on a pen and then put it in front.
We
That
might
worked.
have to do that
So I
to
get
you.
to cut off his head as
Sorry.
well. I'm hearing.
Well,
Chop
nobody's
off
gonna
the
stop
arm
you.
and Make him stab the
Yeah,
Goliath.
like
yeah.
if
There's
Alar
known
dies,
to
we'll just
be
have to
a
kind of chop
fight
off the
for
arm
that
that's
one
holding
buddy.
the sword,
We're
and
gonna
then
be
just
sitting
like
right
all of
here.
us collectively will
Side
just
by
like
side
shove it
with
in.
the
I'll-
pillars. Yeah.
So let us begin
Kick
dissecting the
you under
episode
the table if you're not letting
or
me
the
kill him.
chapter. We opened. We opened with all of you waking up from your apparent amnesia or your vision, going to the Fighters Guild, and these headaches that were, creeping through. Did anyone kind of see what was happening and what
Yes.
came?
Yes.
You saw
Yes.
it coming?
Yes. Which is why I was like so pissed as a player and June that like he just wasn't telling me what I wanted to know. I was like, I'm not gonna get it.
I think
But here's the thing: would you have been happier if he told you and then this happened? What is the difference?
I don't know. At least I would have that information.
We're going back one way or
I
the
think
other.
Cade forgot what happened, so
If
can you
we
refresh him?
What do you mean?
What?
Am I missing something
I'm
here?
very
It was a
confused.
joke,
Oh.
because I
Is-
forgot.
Okay.
Well, remember, June wanted to know the information that Kane's been holding in front of her. Like, hey, I know I have a contact. Yeah.
Kane. There's Kane, and then there's Cade, and then there's
Oh.
Cade.
I got Cade the Smith, Cade,
Yeah.
Person.
and
Yeah,
then
the person.
and then
Kane.
Kane.
Yeah, my name's
Yeah.
Fern. I make characters named Vale and Velos and Kane and Cade.
Hey,
also
I
have a
will
player
say
named
There are.
we were also part of a campaign where everybody had T names.
That's true.
That's
All
true.
right, so
I
it's
was
not
not
just
one
me.
of them.
Well,
I was
No, we
proud
had
of
what we
my
had. We had
T-name.
we had Tavian, Tamir,
Trask.
Trask, and then
And then you wanted to be Tempest.
I wanted to be Tempest, but
Wasn't
you
there
said
a
no, and I had to name him
And you named
Gale.
it Gale.
Oh, beer tea.
Yeah, beer tea.
Yeah, Beer Tea.
Beer tea.
Beer Tea, Tempest. But we nixed that. Oops. And then Tavian. Yeah, we had
There
a
you
bunch
go.
of T's.
Yeah, because I remember, I think there might have been one session where you actually said it all right. Like every session, you'd be like, fuck.
You there, do your move.
You
Yeah,
did.
you
You did.
with that face.
And I'm like, all right, I'll go 177 feet real quick.
Good old tobacco.
I can't believe how quickly that whole arc ended because I'm like, we'll build up to the Duke and you're just like, I'm a Tabaxi monk, so I'm just gonna fly to him with my speed. Stun, 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 stun. Hey, everybody hit him. Everybody hit him. Stun, 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 stun.
That one arc with the graveyard boss that you had was I think I stunned that boss 3 times.
Yeah,
in a row.
Stunning Strike, I probably speak on behalf of most DMs. Stunning Strike needs to
Is a
leave.
bit-
Yeah.
The whole game needs to go.
So
But we digress.
I'm gonna play a monk next session.
Yeah, do it.
And I'm just
Hey.
gonna be like, miraculously, he's not stunned. How many legendary
Legendary
does he have?
resistance. Yeah.
All of them, just
Legendary.
for stun.
Just all of them
He's
for stuff.
immune to stun.
So about this campaign though.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. We digress. We digress.
So what about the rest of you? Did you guys kind of see that coming?
Oh,
I mean, I was
yeah.
kind of trying to allude to it in the episodes prior that your guys' mind, at least, was being taken somewhere else.
I don't like that shit.
I
Would-
didn't think
would
that
I-
we were going to be taken somewhere else physically. I thought that it was a message being sent to us, like saying, "Hey, a fight's coming.
Mhm.
I'm coming."
And that was
for you.
that was evident too, because you guys that you all thought that
Mhm.
because you kept messaging people and being like, "Yo, God, is this a message?"
Yeah, I thought that it was a message and nothing. I thought that we were gonna have to go seek the Goliath out, Vovak. I thought that we were gonna have to go find him somewhere and initiate the fight,
hmm
or he would come to us. I didn't think that it would be well, you're fighting in your imagination now, so.
Yeah.
Because
That's,
we'd
Well,
still be in the
God,
Fighters
lie.
Guild.
I mean,
just
on that,
But you can still die.
well, on that, who thinks it is in your imagination?
I don't think it's real.
I don't.
You think it is in your imagination?
yeah, I think
No,
it's all
I
Does
don't.
anyone think it's real?
I do.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah. I think that's what the whole
110%.
the whole
Yeah.
thing with him
Really
like
good.
leveling up and him trying to learn all this shit. I think that he was trying to figure out how to do this to us without the jockey, because I feel like the jockey pulled him away from the last time and he got pissed. and I feel like he's been working really hard to do this on his own.
I'm gonna bounce off of that a little
Oh.
bit. I think the jockey's allowing it because he can't control him anymore. Kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I think the jockey's sick of him,
yeah.
and because he's got bigger and better plans.
Jockey's like, I don't need you no more.
So the jockey is gonna he's
He's
wants
like this fucking idiot.
yeah, he's like, all right, this
This fucker.
doofus wants to die, so I'm gonna go pick on. Oh, look, this farmer just found steroids.
This farmer just found Jesus.
As opposed to oil shooting out,
just
just
found some
steroids.
Pre-workout.
And it pretty much just becomes the next Goliath. And the next,
Yeah.
the next story arc is a farmer.
It's the best BBEG backstory.
Yeah.
I was just a farmer looking for gold, but I found steroids.
And lots of them too.
And all I eat are milk and hay.
So I'm curious because
New one-shot idea.
the
I
past
know.
couple sessions, you guys have all been experiencing this
Yes, please.
dream state. But Nick, Alar has been experiencing that almost the entire campaign. Does he have a different outlook on it?
How do you mean?
Like everybody else is kind of shocked or they think it's fake or not. Is
Mhm.
Alar like, because Nick, you think it's real?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why Alar thinks it's real over the rest of the party? Is there, what makes this more concrete than the past streams you've had?
And when you're in a dream, you don't think it's fake. So he just kind of acts on how he feels, and he feels like it's real. Right? When you're in a dream, I don't think I've ever had a dream where I was like, oh, this is a dream, I'm okay.
Otherwise, you'd have a lot of flying cars and you'd be dating models.
Exactly. And
Same.
yeah, exactly.
Lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
you lucid dream.
he's
I dream
it's
about
bit dreaming, bit vision. So he just kind of like, I can't. He also isn't the type of person that just rests and like, okay, it's a dream.
Mhm.
He's gonna do 100% all the time. So, yeah, it's you just gotta act as if. I mean, gonna act as if it's not a dream.
Right.
So, what's the difference if it is a dream or if it's not a dream? If you're gonna act as if it's not a dream.
Can I play off of that? How
No.
does Alar feel that we're all experiencing it now too?
Nervous?
Because you're not the only one. So
Yeah.
Do you at least feel like you're not going crazy, or did you ever feel that way?
Well, Nick is always feeling like he's going crazy, but Alar.
we knew
Fair.
that. We're talking about
Yeah,
Alar.
yeah. Alar, no, because I mean, I role played it a lot better in the beginning, but now I role play it a lot worse. Is he hears voices? It's something I kind of forgot about, but like his background is spirits. And so he's always I feel like he's always had visions, always had voices. I believe even in the beginning we had dreams where there was like a burning village and he was running towards it, and you described
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
So-
that was like session like
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
really
it
long
was a while
time
ago.
ago.
Session.
But you even like
Yeah,
you even like
Cade forgot about
conjure
that.
spirits.
Yeah.
Like like with your ability and stuff
Yeah.
too. So it's like very embedded
No one
in
over
your
here.
character.
Yeah. So
Smell what he's cooking.
I didn't hear a thing Jess said. I was just listening to you guys.
Nick did.
think.
That's all that mattered. Nick heard me.
Yeah.
That's who I was talking to.
because I heard her. I have no
I didn't-
idea what the
I
people
didn't hear a
next to me
thing the
said.
person that was speaking was saying. I was watching the people that weren't speaking what they were doing.
No, they were speaking. They were just
They were
talking
speaking.
shit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rift between us, so anything whispered, we can't really quite
Yeah.
hear it. So,
Huh?
so like if I were to say like Eddie, they can't hear.
No,
us.
I'm not.
No.
Oh,
I'm
you know,
not.
you're like Eddie is. It's like he already knows it's all addressed. False, whatever you just said.
That was the bit. Welcome to the bit.
Um,
I would never tell Eddie this in person though, but he's a beautiful person and a talented artist.
why would
Why
you
would
never
you
tell
never
him
tell
that?
Really, man?
So kind of going off
Can't
of
tell
that, because that was something that Alar just experienced. But you religious boys,
Yeah.
what is kind of going through your head with being blocked from your gods? Even though at the end what is perceived by you, I'm assuming, is you got contact from your gods, but trying to pray to them and it being completely blocked out. Not even blocked out, but reversed into mental pain. What was kind of going through your head when that was happening?
For Erden, it's pretty complicated because he has like conspiracy theories going that like, oh shit, maybe the Raven Queen is Raven Queen.
Have you been drinking?
None of us do. We're all sober.
That looks like Mountain Dew from here. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
It is.
Yeah,
It looks like
It is Mountain
mine.
Dew.
definitely Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
No, but
Sponsor us, Mountain
he
Dew.
thinks
Yeah.
he
Hey,
thinks
Mountain
that she can't like she's out of control now. It's either that she's corrupt or that there's something that like he's putting it all on the driver. The driver is way more powerful than we think, and he is blocking things that and then taking control of things of reality or not. And so yeah, Erden is thinking he's overthinking it. He doesn't know what to believe, what to trust, who to trust. He's got his group, and he's like, all right, because like I started calling out a lot of religious stuff. I think it was previous episode or maybe the episode before, and just the way that like, he's like the Raven Queen should be able to get past all this. So there's something going on with her, he thinks. Maybe she's like, I don't know, on vacation or sleeping.
I'm wondering if it
She's on
doesn't go
vacay.
the way Uridin thinks, will you chop off another tattoo?
No.
Do you
Well,
have
you have
another to
I was
chop
gonna,
off?
yeah, he
yeah.
has to
I
get.
was
gonna say,
he has to get
I'm all
another
pumped, yeah,
and then
he's
chop
pumped.
that one
Can
off
I
after he
rephrase the
gets it.
question?
You gotta
Which
chop
tattoo
off
will
his
you chop off?
nipples.
It'll be below the belt. There's like a grease
Whoa,
lightning.
whoa,
There's a
whoa.
grease lightning.
Below the belt can be the ankle, guys.
Yeah, but it's not at
It's
all what
definitely
anybody
not.
thought.
That's
So
true.
It's not what I
welcome
thought.
to the bit.
If it doesn't,
Welcome to the bed.
hey, we're off the stand now. Listen here, asshole.
Do a mic drop.
Whip it. Anybody who's ever done a mic drop never bought a microphone.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What
This
about,
belongs
you?
to the
What
venue.
about you, kid?
Cthulhu sees this as very much a dream almost. Like, he's had nightmares before where everything's going wrong, everything's kind of like fucked up, and in his own head, he doesn't know if he's in a reality or is he in a dreamscape. So that's why he kind of like, Erden pointed it out multiple times. He's like, why the fuck are you so calm? Like, why are you so calm? Because he thought, in his mind, he was like, this isn't real. I just got the shit beat out of me by everyone.
Oh.
But that's just like nobody else felt pain. Nobody
That
else
never
felt
happened.
this.
Nobody would ever attack Cthulhu for no
No,
reason.
never.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
To that side
So-
of the table and you.
So
Hey, when I shot you, I
So hang on. If
Your
you
fault.
don't think it's real, then Cthulhu won't deal the final blow on Vovek and will let Alar live his dream.
Until
feel
he
like-
s- and this is
Which
where
dream?
this is where
Such
it
a
gets
deep-
fucky. Until he saw Sven, and was like,
Yeah.
"That's like my dad." Like he saw Sven as like his father in like a loving way because he would always care about everyone. So he saw Sven again and he was like, "I'm murdering anybody who fucking touches him."
Shit.
So
I do like that
It's going
attachment that Cthulhu has to
Yeah.
Sven.
well, because he was the first person to ever ask him about his religion and like truly like invest in himself, like the knowledge of Foltis and the ideals and the beliefs behind it, the stories and all this fun stuff.
Does that make Erden his drunk uncle?
Pretty much.
Sweet.
Drunkle.
I'm a drunkle.
Drunkle. You're the drunkle.
Yeah,
Is that
but
actually a term, or did you just make
Yes,
that up?
that's
Is
Drunkle's
it?
a term.
Drunkles are a
because I
term.
didn't know that before because
Drunkle is a
that's
term.
okay.
drunkle is
I never
100%
knew
a
that.
term because
That's
I have a
genius.
few.
Uridin,
Whoever
our
made
A
that.
drunkle.
Who made that? Kudos to you.
Right.
Like
Um,
it's Rick and Morty. Like at that point.
Yeah.
That's a drink.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Can
This
I,
motherfucker's
can I go off of a point that Eddie
No.
was?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Fine. No. So Eddie is also like me. You're Charlie from Sunny, and
Oh,
you
yeah,
like
who's
to do,
Pepe
like,
Sylvia?
like conspiracy theories all over the place. So as far as like this being real or not, and I already like kind of like touched base as far as like how I kind of feel like the Goliath went off on his own. He's trying to do this, but the aspect of how like the religious boys like couldn't reach their patrons.
We have names.
I'm curious. Like, yeah, like didn't we try to get a hold of the Raven Queen too, and we couldn't?
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like, okay, I doubt that Vovek got so powerful that he was able to block her out. because I do feel like he was getting a lot of his power from her. So then it makes me wonder, is the jockey still involved then?
Yeah, I think we're fucked if I think it's the letter because I think we're fucked if Vovek just all of a sudden
Oh,
became
yeah,
more
no,
powerful
for
than the
sure.
Raven Queen.
Well,
Well, plot twist, he's level
We
20
got
now.
this. We
Throw-
painted our minis. We
Yeah,
can't
we're
lose,
fucking-
right?
we painted our
to
minis.
give everyone a little bit of my tinfoil hat here, well, Erden's, I mean. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
No.
He honestly thinks that we're gonna get Vovek down to near death, and Jockey's gonna show up again and try to save his butthole.
Don't say that.
So even
I mean, skin.
Just as
June
butthole.
will blow up. June will like literally.
I
that's
think
the point of
blow
disintegrate.
up.
That's the point of that spell.
Okay, no, but before he even gets to cast it, she'll just blow up from pure fury
Internal
of this
combustion.
guy running again.
No spoilers, but if that happens, Ecclesiastes has a couple of things up his or in his powers.
In his pow.
In his power.
What were you gonna say, Jake?
I think even if
I almost grabbed my mic to drink it.
the jockey were to come, I
What?
feel like
You
even
heard him.
if- yeah, I said those words.
It'd be the first time,
Uh,
but it's okay, buddy.
I think that I guess I was trying to say even after seeing the level up that Vovak had, Zio's still confident in the party's ability to take him out. I don't think that's anything's going to change that, especially after the last encounter that we had with him. And I guess that he's placing some sort of blind trust in the Goliath's ability to block out the jockey after hearing the last little bit that he had to say to us. So I don't think that we have to worry about the jockey, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Not, as a player, yeah, we gotta worry about that
Maybe.
one up that Vovak just had, but
Oh yeah. So why didn't
Hopefully
we
not
get
the-
one?
hopefully
I
not
know,
the jockey.
right? Why aren't we level
Yeah.
6?
Gotta earn it.
We have to beat Vovek to get our level up.
Yeah.
Well, we better
I
fucking
know.
get
So
two.
I said this to Nick,
come on.
if not yesterday, the day before, and I was like, "All right, so I could have given you all level 6.
Yeah. You
I
could've.
play tested. This fight's hard, like really hard.
So
now
you're gonna
that
give us
means, but
level
here's the thing:
6?
when you guys hit level 6, you all collectively
Yeah.
Eh?
He
Huh?
said
Get-
it.
He said the
get a
title.
little bit stronger. But for him to not get pummeled by you, that means he needs to get exponentially stronger, which means this fight would be even harder. So I'm like, for balancing issues, level 5.
So, just to ask you straight up, like, is it questionable that the collective might not make it? Is it?
Oh no, that is
it-
totally a possibility.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. No,
I
that's cool.
will leave
Or will
absolutely
this
love that.
set.
Tune in
If
this
I die.
Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard
I was
Time
about to
for
say,
a total
but
party
will he
kill.
get his satisfaction from killing one of us? Specifically, the one who's been pissing him off a little bit more than the rest.
You can.
I
say
don't
it's
think
you.
at
Hi,
this
me.
point,
Like,
I don't
Hi, it's
think
me.
point.
when you first met him again in Freyas, you were the focus. But after that, you all are a thorn in his side, and moreover, he has more of a specific reason to target Alar. Not when I say target, I don't mean like literally hit him in a fight. I mean to go after. He has reasons to go after all of you now.
I never pissed him off. I won't say
That's
that.
true. I was gonna say I think the
Guilty
only
by
one.
association.
I also have no idea who
Yeah.
this person is. I'm following this group for some
I
reason.
fought him once.
You were with us in Freyas.
That's true.
Yeah,
he
you
was.
did. You do.
And
you
then,
did
around
piss
and
him
then
off.
in the
Brown,
bushwhack, and then
Jeremy.
at Summit Peak.
I'm
Yeah,
a
you-
scientist. I find things and I sell things.
No.
Why did you
Ecclesias-
sound so much like Zoidberg there?
I'm a scientist.
Ecclesias has been around.
Oh God, is he gonna turn into that?
But before we get off that note though, I will say any encounter you guys go in short of like something you're just on the road and a couple bandits run up, any encounter you guys go in that's of this magnitude, and I think that's pretty evident with he killed Sven like it was nothing, you guys should be treating of this could be the last
I'm right
fight.
here.
Otherwise there's
Yeah.
no point to the danger if you guys are confident, like fully confident that nothing bad will happen.
I just thought of something to not really take away from what you were saying, but
But I will.
Dunkin'
But I'm
Donuts has
gonna.
Great deals.
yeah, shut up, I'm talking.
Knock everybody's mics over. Runs over there, just fucking.
Wide arms it.
So, just for my sake, and like to the rest of the group, how many health potions we got?
6.
Like yeah, like
Zero's
5 or
got one.
6.
We
You
have
got,
6.
you have at minimum one each.
Yeah, we
I
have
think
one
I have
each,
2.
but I don't have one. So
I
June
have
has an
2.
extra one.
Yeah, I have 2.
And
we
I
have
think
2 healers.
and
I'm
I thi-
so glad you guys did your homework. God damn.
Eddie, where's
Hey,
your
Either
notes?
gang.
It's a bonus action for us.
but not really.
Bonus
here,
action for
open hand.
yourselves, main action for others.
I get to touch
The main
people.
action might be the more important part.
See, mine's an
All
off
right,
action.
sweet.
Well,
though,
Alar,
so-
Alar is gonna be drinking
To
the
feed
health
somebody
potions
else's
for
man.
himself.
Huh?
He's like,
Feed some
Oh,
guy.
I'm saying
Fuck you
for
guys.
like lay on hands. It's
Alar's
a
beard just
bonus
gonna be
action.
tinted red or whatever
Yeah.
health potions colors are in your world.
So
Are
thank
they red?
God I get to
Kool-Aid?
heal
that'd be
people.
wasteful.
Kool-Aid.
He's just got Kool-Aid.
So before Friday, we are
He's
gonna
like
all
Dean, he's
like
like,
put our spells on the table and figure out what order we're going in, right?
Man, that would have been something good to do to open a text chat that I'm not a part of. But since I have to schlep you two around all week, that's gonna be hard to do.
What's happening?
I'll just
Yeah,
send him on
yeah,
Tinder. I
it's
don't
fine.
care.
It's
He,
fine.
he
We're
wants to
gonna
come with a
do it.
strategy to kill Volvac.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
find who
burn
it
it till it
Shit,
dies.
I'll just put it on. I'll just send him on
Till it
Tinder.
That's my
Yeah.
strategy.
But he's made of invincible.
If he's made of invincible, then we can
Run.
we can go.
We can blow him.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
can
Once
make
we
the
will
best
establish
Alar,
anti
unfortunately,
a
knows
DM
Love
his
was an
free
important word there.
text chat.
That was actually
A
really.
DM free text chat.
You can do that.
and
Free.
we will discuss.
I'd prefer you guys to talk about my world when I'm not around. That would make me happier than you talking
We-
about it.
We
right
need to get
now.
an
You
AA
don't
check
know.
Sure,
going.
you don't like us talking
An
about your
AA
world,
chat
so you can
minus
you know,
DM.
enjoy.
We could get a
Get off
secondary
to
server
us talking
going.
about your world.
I was about to say, let's just make Arcane
Okay, I
Archives
got it.
2,
Yes.
I'm on it.
and it's just
Deal.
us.
I think the
Fuck
chat
AA
is.
minus DM.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
AA
it.
minus
We just
DM.
witnessed
And
the
we
chat of
invite
an-
everyone
another
too.
closed
Like
Discord.
everyone can join the
Everyone from
conversation,
chat,
and
you wanna
we,
come
as
in?
soon as he joins, we block him.
Yeah.
Like ban him.
He wouldn't
For
join.
forever.
You wouldn't invite him.
So
he'll find
on
a
that
link.
note, though,
He'll
speaking of
find
people
us.
being inclusive, chat. Do not forget if you are interested or if there's any burning questions you want to know going into chapter 35, put them into chat, and our lovely in-person gremlin, who we will be introducing in a couple days, will read it out and we will answer your questions. So just address them to who you want to answer, and we'll answer.
We're never gonna give him
But
credit.
don't take offense to that,
No
by the way,
credit
because we call
ever.
somebody else our background
I think that
gremlin.
picked up
So
on the mic.
I really,
We
I
have
really
a
want-
couple gremlins.
Not
Bowers,
worth
can you
it.
just, like,
It's in the
yell it?
shadows.
Skater Boy 45 is a question about the foliage in your world.
yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah, shout it out whenever.
But
whenever
Yeah.
we get a
since I
question.
extended it to chat, players, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, damn.
How
How
dare
dare
you?
you.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
How dare you? Who do you
Follow-up
think you
question
are?
to that?
Do you get off on our sadness?
Yeah.
No,
Who do you think you
seriously.
are?
Do I get off?
on it?
No,
No.
but I do find it very endearing that you guys can get that emotional about fake stuff I made up in my head.
So he gets off on our sadness.
That's
okay.
true.
I don't think anybody's been endeared to the point of climax.
Yeah,
Oh.
yourself.
Yeah, definitely nobody has. Definitely. Hey, Bowers, can we cut to commercial or something?
Wait, what's our first ad for the night? We don't have any shit.
But honest question, Danny, do you have any actual other than how dare you?
Wore my
questions?
white
I
pants
actually
today.
I have one for
Other than how dare
Ecclesios.
you.
Ecclesias?
Yeah. So just what is his general, following the collective? The
Yeah,
collective.
collective.
The collective.
Yeah, those guys.
The esoteric eclectic collective.
And like kind of straying from his job. Like, is he grown attached? Or has he grown attached to us? Is he like, I want to get this over with and get back to just doing my stuff because I hate dying.
Yeah, I hate always fighting.
I'm not about this.
I know that he's endeared to one person more than the others.
Who?
Ooh,
No,
some
wait,
RP.
you don't-
will
yeah,
come
wait
out
for
of
it.
that
I want
one.
No,
that in
who?
person. I want that.
so-
You can't just drop that and then not.
Yeah, he
yes, you
can.
can. That's
But
a teaser.
that's called a teaser. You can find out every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to figure out when I'm gonna release that information. But there's a part of him that wants to just go back and be like the fetch quest boy, like, oh, you need me to go give something that's more simple than this alternate dimension being wants to take your insides and make them your outsides. And he's like, it's because in last chapter he was absolutely freaking out and like what was going on, like jumping from illusion to illusion, and then seeing that he was getting better at manifesting himself, and then he's just like,
I had one weapon and I threw it into a fire.
and
After you
so
hit
it's like
every single
you
one
got,
of us
you,
with
you,
it.
you were all fighters. Like I mean, obviously I play a bard class, so he's got spells and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
But like I'm supposed to be like a scientist, like a connoisseur of items, like an archaeologist or something like that.
That's what I pictured.
And then I
it as.
remember like when he first met you guys, this is all gonna come around, just a long-winded answer. But like when he first met you guys, he's like, I feel like you guys say you're not about violence, but almost everything we do is about violence, which is kind of
Uh-huh.
meta because like you're gonna fight in D&D.
At least you actually acknowledge that, because there's players that'll be like, I don't want to fight, and then they don't, and then it's like, then why are you here?
Yeah.
I
That's kinda part
move
of
my
it.
piece off the board, melt it. I'm gonna drive home. But
Yeah,
I think
that's no fun.
Ecclesias has definitely formed a bond with everybody because we've been through a lot of stuff,
Right.
and
In such a short time too.
in a very short time, like maybe 3 months or so,
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know,
we've
let's say two,
only
bit more,
been
yeah.
around you more than Sven.
a little bit. Only 30
been-
chapters.
I think.
Yeah.
I think you said we've been
That's true.
traveling for almost 6 months now, in total.
It's been like 4.5 months.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
it's-
mind then.
3 or 4.
I
Well,
think
because
you,
we,
I think
like,
what you're getting
started-
confused about is Zio has been traveling. I think.
Wait, yeah.
for
What
about-
was
I've
the,
been
the
You all have
EST
been traveling
of
for about a
the
year
collective
plus.
Yeah.
established when?
When we started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We need an established date.
we were named the
Yeah.
collective, and I think
my
in
God,
chapter
we did.
29.
That's the next.
Somebody
that's the
go
next
back,
step
look
in
that
the
up.
fight.
Look that up.
Yeah.
Give us an established date.
Gin,
We're gonna make a sign.
Kraken,
But getting back to the question, like Ecclesias definitely has formed a bond with the collective. One particular person more than others, and wants to see this through. And I really want to RP the rest of it.
Yeah,
'cause,
no,
but
I
yeah,
want that too.
he's always going back and forth. He's like, I was like a student, and now I'm like a warrior.
Yeah.
See,
I
now,
Hey,
now
fortune
the
your own
real-
boy. Ever hold a spear?
secrets, because then I turn into Charlie and I start like conspiracy.
Get those paws out the air.
See,
I got so many paws.
and now the real question is who is Ecclesias's favorite?
No,
That's
that's
what I'm
not.
saying. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
No.
saying.
It,
Find
was
out.
either
Gonna say
21 or
That's what I'm
22.
saying.
You'll
Oh, okay.
find out at 7
June,
p.m.
are you
Eastern
really
every
curious?
Friday.
Yeah.
You guys will find out eventually.
No, it's probably
Yeah.
not me.
Let it
That's
come
the
on
thing.
after.
Do you know Jeremy at all?
I wish Zio was there, but
Do
then
you
he
see how you
turned his camera
interact?
off because I had a question for him.
What you got, Jeremy? What's the question?
Nice to meet you.
Not a
Well,
chance in hell. It's June, 100%.
It's June.
Question from Jag says,
Ooh,
I
Jag.
have a question. DM is always going to be the boss from the beginning, or did this whole thing happen slowly giving you the
Ooh.
Hell yeah, Jack.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
Huh?
Good one.
Did you mean to mentally torture us?
Jag, 2 more good questions like that, and you might just get some merch.
I might have
So,
an extra one in my bag.
You can get
I
one of my
had-
socks.
Did you say you can have one of your socks?
Going to DC.
What I will say is Sven's death changed the arc pretty heavily. Because obviously going into that, I didn't feel good about it, especially when my Jeremy Rage
My
quit.
Jeremy.
But I didn't feel good about that. I didn't want that to happen. It's a running joke now that before that session, I was like, I'm so excited for this because I was excited to introduce him. And then I killed Sven. And now when I'm excited for a session, everybody thinks somebody's going to die. But I would say that
Thanks,
he
God.
molded into the villain the second Sven died. He was planned to be a big part of it, but I don't think I had true plans of him being like this arc's main bad guy for sure until Sven died. And then I was like, yep, that's someone they might kill
I don't
in
know.
30 weeks.
I don't know.
30 weeks.
Holy shit, it's almost been 30 weeks.
So, to
It's
answer your
been more
question
than that
directly,
because we've
Jag,
taken breaks and stuff too.
I didn't
Did
plan
one
it from
shot.
session 1.
But
I
Sven,
planned him to be very
Yeah.
involved, but once Sven died, then I was like, here's their motivation, and I don't think I could make this character not want to be killed by the.
No, he
players.
gon' die.
he saves puppies.
Yeah. Very good question.
Oh,
No.
He saves all.
You misunderstand it.
But I
I-
really. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You.
I really have a like to everyone, and this is more like it's kind of off topic, but at the same time it's on topic. Does anyone think the jockey's no longer involved? I know we kind of touched on it, but we really didn't get everyone's take. As Cthulhu thinks the jockey's like he's been like fuck you and then walked away from the jockey, and the jockey doesn't want to kill him because he has plans for him in the future and is gonna let him go travel and see what he can do by himself.
Yeah.
But does
I-
anyone think the jockey's completely involved or completely not involved?
I am T for Torn.
No, I think 100% the Goliath Vovek made this situation so that way he could fight us without the jockey saving him. And so he didn't say fuck you, but he was like on the side like, all right, I'm going to do this so that way now he can't
Crafty
interfere
little
with my
boy.
plans and then now he can allow us to kill him.
But in the same sense, like we can't even contact the Raven Queen. And if he's
Yep.
partnered with her, how can he do this?
So part of me almost wonders, because I am T4 torn. I do feel like it's odd that he like has so much power to like block you guys off, especially from your other like patrons and yeah, like the Raven Queen. That's who he gets like his fucking power from. But then there's also part of me, especially after the encounter with Alar in the lighthouse, when the jockey pulled him out of that and Vovek's reaction to that. I think I'm leaning, like I think I'm leaning more towards kind of what like you were saying, Nick. Like he's been kind of like on the side, been like, all right, well, fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get them here, and then bam.
The cops come and
So-
you're fucked. Where's your license? Where's your
So
license? My daddy
I-
left it.
I want to say that I am like 80-20. I'm like 80% like certain that we might not have to deal with the jockey during this fight. There's a 20% chance that he may show up, but I'm also hoping that if he shows up, he's going to be pulling Vovek out of it.
Now, do you actually hope that? Because that means
As a
Vovek
player?
would
I
not-
want to kill
As a
him.
player, yes. As a character, absolutely not.
I can't help but think of Qui-Gon Jinn in moments like this that I'm thinking for more reasons than one, but for specific, that's Qui-Gon Jinn's famous line. Hello, Mr. Frodo. But the fact that jockey, and I forget, I don't know which one of you brought it up about the jockey maybe losing control over Vovek, because even Cinder, who was raised to but even he like kind of broke off from the Bureau, and then we thought for the longest time the Bureau were these big bad boys that were doing all the bad stuff, and we find out that like maybe just like a moral like misalignment but with ours, but then we find out that Vovek left them and is doing more big bad boy stuff. Maybe this jockey's like, oh, I see his potential. Wait, no, listen to me. Why won't you listen to me? Stop peeing on the carpet. And then, but coming back around to Qui-Gon Jinn, I just picture the jockey. He obviously seems powerful. He one-shotted Cinder, but Cinder could have been a level 2 for all we knew. And what if the jockey is kind of like the squire to Vovek, but the squire isn't the king of that royal area? So like maybe there is like a person that's even larger than the jockey, or the jockey is the big.
What's the Qui-Gon bit? There's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
To kind of play off what June was saying, do the lot of us really think that it's going to be like an alternate reality fight, or is it okay? Because that's
Real life reality.
Yeah, because I like it's like when you die, you die.
Alternate.
Yeah, like
You think alternate?
what happens is real,
I don't
but
think
we
so.
are like
You make T-shirts, team
In-
alternate.
Place
team
somewhere
real.
else. Because
Yeah.
what is it? What kind of reality
Give
is
me
that?
a
Like,
week.
what
like,
I think,
how does that happen?
it's
Like, 'cause-
alternate.
yeah, he spent all this time trying to perfect this way that he could get us alone in his own kind of dream state, if you
and
will.
you're talking about the jockey or the Goliath?
the Goliath, Vovek.
Because I don't think he is. He's strong, but he's like bam, not like.
I think he's the
not
one.
like June.
He's
Get that in quotes. I don't know how he did
He's
that.
not like bam.
He's like,
I think that he's the one who did this on his own,
I think
because
so
he's the one
too.
who he said that it took him a long
Mhm.
time to figure this out. I don't have the right quote, but
That
yeah,
Something along
Really-
those lines.
Yeah, that
It was in
did take
his
him a
words
long
that-
time.
he did it.
Yeah.
so like that like if that's the case, then like if Erden, what's the opposite of meta? That's like never mind.
Not
Don't
meta.
answer that.
Anti-meta.
Don't answer that.
Anti-meta?
Anti-meta.
Like if Erden heard Zio say that,
No anti-meta.
Erden would shit bricks, because that is that plays right into Erden's conspiracy theories and what. So Erden is an extremely tactile person. He's always trying to be a step ahead of everyone, but it never works out because everyone's a fucking loose cannon and they don't. Like, I don't know why. Actually,
There are no
I'm a
steps
host
to
there.
be in front
Who
of.
you talking about here, man?
Speaking of loose cannons, this might be completely like derailing the whole conversation, but
I'm gonna do it.
Us derailing the conversation.
Yeah. Go on.
Will Zio bring out his boomstick,
Oh shit.
or will
Oh,
Zio
wait,
look
does
for
reminding
ammunition at
him.
least?
Yeah,
Please,
do
the
you even
Fultus,
have
please
ammo?
bring out that.
I do have ammo.
Does that
Okay.
I have at least one.
I know you
I
crit
think
failed on
maybe
shooting
two.
it, so
what
it
were
like
you talking about? I had a very
jammed
quick
up.
The
time.
boomstick.
Boomstick.
Demon toys.
The
Demon
Demon
toys.
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 Owner
I
of
think-
Demon
Will
toys.
I pull it out?
What's your dexterity?
Not high.
Oh, mine's
Fuck.
Could be better.
Mine's
I think,
20.
my
By the way.
modifier's a -1.
So
Okay, great.
We're gonna give it to Big Boy over here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let me blast
I
that boy.
think-
I was gonna say you're not proficient in the weapon,
No.
so it's just your dex mod to hit.
Hey.
Okay.
And
You
I
know
think
what?
that's
So
a
it's a
negative.
negative one.
You know what,
Goddamn
Jay?
wobbly
If
wrist.
you gotta do it,
-1.
then do
Just
it.
like
I
I-
support
Bad
this.
Boys World.
I am fond of it goes boom, and boom is the sound that I like in Celebration, so it's more of a party popper than a weapon to me.
Party.
It's a
Pop.
party popper that
Motherfucker.
can kill
This-
someone.
This
This coming
motherfucker
from
gets a
Zio.
flintlock pistol and says this is a party popper.
Yeah,
he uses
This
it
is-
for
this
death.
is
spot.
how fireworks.
Commence
It
the
sounds like a firework.
gathering.
So,
To
when we
play
beat
off that,
Vovek,
fucking
Zio's just gonna
bats.
pull it out and just.
Yeah, we win.
To play off
Yeah,
of that though,
exactly.
like also like Erden's like not even impressed with that. He's like, I just want my bow and arrow.
Oh, come on.
I do want to point out because Bowers pointed something out that is a really good point, and you know I'm kind of impressed that you as a viewer paid a little bit more better attention than the
What?
players. But one of the
Fight
very
me, what?
to quote
Fight
one of
me,
the very last things that Vovek said was no interruptions from my allies
Exactly.
or yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
That's
why
what Jay
I
was
think you
talking
mentioned
about.
that, Kate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is that
I
like
did.
one of the last things that he said was something along those lines. We just didn't get the quote right, but we were there.
So wait, we
were
painted all
there.
these
You
minis
were
and all we need
close.
to do
I
is
want to
paint
give him
Rudin.
credit. He's
Or,
not in
or,
the campaign and had
Alar.
it down.
Okay, credit.
Well, he'll get his
credit
face on
given.
Friday. Okay.
We were close. But yeah, like that being said by him, like I said, like 80% sure that like he's done this on his own. We're not gonna be facing the jockey unless the jockey shows up to like be like scolding Vovek for what he did behind his back. So
I don't. That's too father son. That's
Yeah.
not how it works.
I-
It's like
literally all
they're not
we
gonna
know.
build us a.
No, but this is
fucking
what I'm
windows.
saying is all we know is that from Cinder
Father
is that the
and son,
jockey's
build it all.
job was to keep him in check.
The jockey could one-shot Cthulhu, and he has the
Okay.
highest HP.
The jockey could literally one-shot all of us at level 5.
Exactly.
That's
oh, yeah,
why I
well,
don't
Cleveland
think
If I
can
get level
cover
6, let it
240
go.
feet in a turn.
Damn it.
But we need to
I
take
think
on the
Never.
jockey.
No,
roll
but-
this
I'll give him
I don't
another
care about
250
that.
health
I'll
if
be
you guys
like,
want to
oh,
level
yeah.
up.
The biggest thing.
You will die.
No, I don't want any
Another
of that. I don't want any
250
of
health.
that.
That means he has 250 health. So
Yeah.
we have to write
He has
this
double
down.
that. What he has probably quadruple that, if anything.
You think
That's
he has
fine.
1,000 health?
At this point, I don't know what your fucking twisted
He has
mind
1,000
games
health.
are.
This is gonna
Okay.
be
No,
like a
he
part 1,
doesn't.
part
He
2.
doesn't
So
have 1,000 health.
Yeah,
The
this
jockey-
is for real like that.
The jockey is not going to be a part of this fight unless
Right.
he's coming to get Vovek for what he's done behind his back.
Right.
the jockey's not going to be a part of this fight unless he is.
Unless he gets
Or
really
that.
pissed off and
I
he
don't
figures
think he
out,
is.
you know,
No, I
his
don't
son
think he
stole
is.
his car basically
He will
Yeah.
die.
and drove down to the police
Give me
station
back
to
my
get
Cadillac.
Actually, I got a question. So let's say we kill Vovek. We will kill Vovek.
No, let's say.
Say
Dun,
when
dun,
we
dun.
kill.
Let's
We
just say
will kill.
hopefully.
We will kill Vovek. When we do,
Jeremy?
what do you think our relationship with the jockey is going to be like? Do you think the jockey's going to be pissed off that we killed him, or do you think the jockey's be like, well, you just took that,
Take your
problem
face
off
by
my back. I
my
don't got.
side."
Yeah, I don't got to deal with Vovek
You want to know
anymore.
my
Well-
conspiracy theory?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
I got
I
one.
love. All right, I wanna point this out.
I said
Jess
we should get a
was
Deadpool
making
ad
a
for a
very
while.
strong and heavy point to not conspiracy theory. And then I think either last week or the week before, I was like, I miss that Jess.
Here you
I
go.
want that
You got
Jess.
her.
Bring that Jess
She's
back.
back.
Ever
Here she
since
is.
it's been conspiracy theory. It's been just
Here she is. I've had them, Anthony.
Why are his nails blue?
I've had them. I've just kept them to myself.
let it free, girl.
All right, here we go. So I think that if we kill Vovek, I don't think that the jockey has like disowned him or anything. I think that what Vovek is doing is like behind the jockey's back on his own time, and he's trying to do it so that he's not like, what's the term when you like put a choke on like a
Choking.
Yeah, like
He's not.
but you know what I mean.
he's not
Like on
restrained.
on like an ATV or something, you put a choke on it so it can't go past a certain.
Restrained?
Yeah, like you
ATV,
can't go
oh.
past a certain speed. I think that he's trying to go behind the jockey's
Cruise
back so that
control.
he can do
Governor.
that.
Carburetor.
You guys all
He's
know what I mean.
governing-
Shut your
governing
faces.
it.
I
And
like
I
cruise
think that
control.
I don't think the jockeys disowned him, and I do think that if the jockey shows up and we have defeated Vovak, that the jockey then becomes our next enemy, and we will all have to run for our lives.
And I completely disagree, actually.
Same.
Yeah.
I think if we kill Vovak, he looks at us and goes, well, he's being a disobedient asshole anyways, and kind of goes, I'll see you later, and then kind of just walks away, and he knows in the back of his mind he's gonna.
I'll tell you what though, what's scarier, him being your next enemy or seeing this and being like, I'll see you again.
Is that rhetorical?
Well,
Because
that's
I know
okay.
it's
That's
scarier.
my whole thing. That's my whole
I
thing.
can answer
though.
that actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't
Like,
rhetorical.
But like
what's
he's gonna
scarier?
be our next enemy, whether
There's-
he
yeah.
like I don't think he's gonna try to
Exactly.
attack us.
There's
in
no.
that
I want to
thing.
know your
That's the
legitimate
same-
answer. That wasn't rhetorical. What is scarier, knowing he's your next enemy or him being? I'll see you
He
again.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't
If
think
I
we're
only
worth
have
his
to
time
choose
right
from
now.
those two, I'm gonna ball those up and throw them away because I have a different answer. I want.
Is that a rhetorical question? Because I don't like it and I'll answer it how I want.
Thank you. Come with me.
Everybody meet Jeremy.
Okay, yes and.
Do we have the zip line cam to follow me as I walk? I'm wondering, and this could be a really huge far-fetched leap, but I don't expect anybody to agree with me. What if the jockey is Chester?
There ain't no way.
No way.
No way.
No way.
Because he wouldn't
Prove
have
me wrong.
Don't take
And
that
this-
idea.
this
Don't
is-
make that happen.
this
We've
is-
seen
this
him
is where-
3 times.
I'm gonna point my
No.
one foil antenna
Hey, there.
like this way,
no, don't.
and I'm gonna say, totally thought of that.
What if he's Tajit? What if he's literally
What if
anybody
he's-
we've met?
Tajit was
He's
useless.
Needle. What if
No
he's-
offense to Tajit.
What if he's
What if
Zio's
he-
dad?
What if he's
What if he's
What
Lord
if-
Nudal?
What if
No,
it's
oh
he's not
my
Lord Noodle,
God,
but
shut up.
he's Needle.
What if it's
That would be a
Ecclesius?
cool plot
What
twist.
if he's
Lord
Jockey
Nudal?
is
Yeah,
Needle?
Yeah.
that would be-
killed at all.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay, so Aylar
Planned.
just
It was
you
planned
can
on. Yeah.
pronounce it if you
Too
like.
bad I've seen it.
Needle.
Pronounce
Needle.
it. Yeah. What if
Needle.
the jockeys eat needle?
Yeah.
What do we do?
See, I
We're
think-
fucked.
I think that the jockey, and I've expressed this point before, I think the jockey is just having fun with
Yeah.
Vovak the Goliath.
See,
I think
I-
that when we do kill Vovak the Goliath, I think that he's gonna be like, I was having fun watching him. Now I'm gonna have fun watching you guys. So
You know what I think?
I
That's a
don't
good
think he
point.
can
Now he's
flip-
gonna wanna
I don't
be
f-
like
I don't think
Alar's
he can
little
flip
corner-
that
corner
quickly,
coach.
Though. I
He's-
really
think
don't.
that-
He is literally going to be our next bad guy.
he
He's
could
gonna be our next
It's-
bad guy, but I also agree with Cthulhu in the sense where we're not worth his time right now.
Mm-mm.
Like we're gonna kill the Goliath. He's gonna be like, all right, well, like Anthony said,
Well,
see you later.
See, that's a
And
big.
That's what
more
I said.
terrifying.
In Erden brain, Erden doesn't see it that way because he's investing, literally investing into the Goliath.
I feel like he
So-
doesn't have to invest that much though.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
he's-
He has to because that's what he's not gonna waste his time if he doesn't want.
Well,
Why not
maybe
open it
he's-
before you pulled it
Maybe
to the side?
he's now coming to the realization that maybe his initial investment is no longer serving him, and that he needs to pivot.
But
He's got to pivot.
he realizes he realizes that now, but he's still we're gonna be a thorn in the jockey side.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like
But-
he's
Yeah, you and I are in agreements,
Yes.
100%. But
okay.
I
all I need
think
to know.
I think he's
But not
gonna be
110%
mad.
fight.
100.
I want
Not
to.
110.
How much do we actually know though to be a thorn in the jockey's side?
None.
We're like a horsefly. Like it's
Yeah.
super annoying.
Yeah.
But like
You still want
he
to kill it.
knows- like he kind of wants to kill it, and he knows he could, but he's got other more important stuff to do in the meantime
But-
until that horsefly bites him.
But if you just to follow this analogy, but if you befriend the horsefly, then you got a pretty cool friend.
I want
That
I
wants
want
to that
I
wants
want
to create
a list of
anarchy,
people
by
in
the
the
way.
chat of
To
who
befriend
are
a
friends with
horseflies.
horseflies.
I do.
Yeah.
Since this seems to get into horse anarchy,
Jeremy's the only
we have a question or two from chat.
Yeah, there's kind of a question that follows what you guys were talking about. Conspiracy. Another question.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
Jag.
With all the
Love
mind
you.
slash dream fights interaction, does anybody think that there might be a secret in the fight? Can he get one of you to turn on the best opponent? How would you know?
Oh God.
Oh,
I know
Man.
exactly how it
I
would
will
be
say.
me.
Yeah, you want to write for me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jag. I have
Already?
literally never thought about that. I
If it's-
trust
if it's
all
anyone,
of them.
It's Ecclesias, and it's because the collective is fucked.
We kill off another one of Jeremy's
No,
characters.
I tell you
Perfect
what.
ending.
It's Ecclesias.
I only
It's
have so
because we
many
don't like the
accents, guys.
esoteric
Oh,
assembly.
sorry.
I
This
hope
was
you
an
keep making
accident.
them, because they're gonna keep dying.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I'm just gonna make it go.
Oh my God. Okay, I will say
Old
I
man that
don't
can't
think
care
it's Zio because he
Better
literally no. I was gonna say because he literally stood up to like your parents and everybody that you know.
Yeah, did he stand up or did we do it for him?
No, but he said, sit back down. Sit back down.
Sit your
I'm
happy
saying
ass
in the sense of the fact that like Zio's family was like, you're gonna be representing this group and not your family. Are you okay with that? And like Zio was like, yes. So he made a choice there, whether you guys realize it or not. And yeah, Eddie, I agree. If it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be Ecclesias. So
You don't gotta whisper. He's right there. You can tell to him.
can't,
I honestly.
he
Tell you
can't
what,
hear me.
if Alar doesn't get the
Can't
last kill
hear
on
me if I
Vovek,
talk
though,
like this.
You're gonna have to fight me for that one, bro.
Oh, look, he's going to get his murder mini.
The big bad
I was
Ecclesias.
just looking for my
The
excuse.
BBE.
No, and the only reason that there was, like I said, I started this whole thing off like I did not think about that at all. I like, especially like me as a player and me as June, trust every single person in this party. But if it was Ecclesias, I wouldn't be completely off
The
guard
fuck you got?
because
Ecclesias like the collective. Yeah, he's warming up to
No,
him.
let me
It's definitely him.
let me
He's
tell you,
right.
let me tell you, only
Let me
If we had a sleeper.
only because June thinks that the esoteric assembly is up to some shady shit, and it would
Again
be
with this.
it would be up to like Ecclesias choosing the esoteric assembly over the collective, and I don't know.
I got a TLDR for that.
Well,
you-
before
A
you
what?
start off of it, the later part is how would you know?
Have you heard of his background before?
No, for anyone, even if you were wrong or correct about Ecclesias.
I
how would
would-
you know?
I would know if we found concrete evidence that the esoteric.
I would know if we knew.
I would know if we knew. No, but I'm saying if
That's really cool.
if we found even more reason to doubt the esoteric assembly and it didn't at least make Ecclesias consider the possibility, then I would start to get suspicious that like all these dots are connecting, dude, and I'm sorry that you're a part of this assembly, but
Yeah,
come on
dude.
now. And then yeah, like if at that point he didn't be like, all right, well I kind of like I'm concerned about this too, then June would be like, all right, what's up?
But in the same sense, who's the most emotionally driven character?
Are you gonna
You?
say me?
I was gonna say
I disagree.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
there's-
yes, but you needed something specific. The most emotionally driven character here is June.
Yeah,
I think
agree
June
with that,
is,
yeah.
but if there was a promise of family,
Well, that's a huge if.
promise
Who's,
of family.
yeah,
yes,
who's promising you that?
You don't even know
the
about June's
jockey.
fam.
He's powerful, bro. He can do some shit.
Are
But
you
he hasn't-
saying like
he
if
hasn't
the
done
jockey
anything like that.
promised you that?
Oh,
No,
you.
so I
What
was
if
can have
Cthulhu
a
could see
mom
his
and
mom
dad
again?
again?
Yeah.
my Tunlong didn't read is you call it the
What if
The-
June could see her family again?
I think
esoteric
June
June would still
assembly.
stay
Yeah.
loyal.
I was gonna
Really?
say,
I
wouldn't-
call it
wouldn't
the
turn on
sketch
you
of
guys. It's been a few
Assembly.
years since I've seen them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been
B minus.
6 years for Cthulhu as
B
well.
minus.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been
I
about
wanted
the
to
same.
Sketchoteric.
Sketchoteric. That's the
Well,
new word.
I don't think June heard me.
No, I didn't hear you.
So there's
it.
two conversations going on, and I'm sure chat's confused.
Yeah, just as much as we are.
Sorry, We're not professionals.
Well, just to jump
Not
off,
yet.
jump off to what June or Jess
Don't have
rather
the
was
long
saying
hair
on behalf
anymore.
of June, and if I can defend myself as Ecclesias, yeah, I would actually
Nope, not today.
absolutely. I would know. I was just gonna.
Nope,
Yeah,
not
I'm
allowed.
gonna
Do
be
it on
like a,
Friday.
I'll be like a Disney villain
allowed.
character. I just say, yes, I was the bad one.
No.
I did it all.
I don't. I just want to like preemptively. I don't. Like I said, my first thought is I don't think that anyone is any of that. I just said
Well.
if I had
But
to
what it-
choose.
But wouldn't the jockey pick the most powerful one?
Yeah, fine. It's
I
me.
felt that.
Sorry.
Oh, are you talking
No
about
offense,
me?
but
felt
like
you
there's
Wait, are you
there's
talking about
nobody
me?
nobody here knows who's the most powerful yet. We all
Well-
we
But
all
are
have
you talking about
speculations.
me?
and
I'm
we all,
literally sitting right here.
But
and
wait
we
a
all-
second.
we
no,
all
no, no.
have-
no,
we
no,
all
we're talking
have-
about me.
we
Go
all
ahead.
have our
I
you
will.
know, we all have our biases to say like, oh, Cthulhu, Alar, Uridan,
Nobody says
Ecclesias. You know, we could say who's the most powerful, but wouldn't the jockey go after who's, you know, who's the most ready to take over the world? Who's the
Maybe
most ready
Ecclesias
to physically dominate or even magically dominate the world?
You think the jockey would care about that?
I think the jockey would because he needs to complement his assets.
See, I think again, I think I have a different view on the jockey than everybody else here does.
He
I
fucking
think that he is
disintegrated
just
somebody.
here to enjoy watching
The
somebody
world
else
burn.
wreak havoc or
You kind of
whatever.
feel.
Right?
You kind of feel like he's like the Raven Queen in the sense where he just like
Yeah.
wants to see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Is
I
the
think
jockey
that
a
he's
god?
he's just kind of kicking
Maybe-
it back, putting his hand in the cookie
I
jar
got
when
a-
he needs to. But
I got a
it's
question for
just
everyone if
that.
we're almost off this topic, unless someone's got
Well, I
something.
want to know what
never.
everybody else thinks on that. Everybody seems
You
to
get
think
it, Ray.
Ecclesias. Jeremy, what do
Yeah,
you
I was
think?
gonna say who else? You
Oh,
guys,
I
you
just
didn't
whispered in the
comment?
chat.
didn't
Did you guys
comment?
not hear me?
No. What'd you say?
Oh,
I forgot my headphones at home.
I like the idea of Ecclesias betraying the group, but I also think
Cool.
that-
Awesome.
You
heard it
like
first.
the idea? What do you mean you like the idea?
no, I already paid my mini. I can't die yet.
Now you
Go-
just gotta blood like make them all red.
just
like
just
the
dip
devil.
them.
Sorry, I couldn't finish your mini
From the
because I had
neck
to
down.
paint my other one.
But the reason why I think
Mine's
that
the
it,
only one
it would
that's
be
not
plausible
Anti-Ecclesias.
is because Ecclesias has been with the Esoteric Assembly for a long time now, and I've been with you guys for a couple of months, and
Moms?
so if you guys were like, hey, abandon everything that you believe and
Months.
believe us off of no evidence, and I'm just like, okay, because that would almost be meta. It'd be like meta for Jeremy to be like, I have to join this group. But then it's a weird, like I said, I think we discussed this on different episodes where it's like Jeremy wants to play with the group. I don't want to make another character because I like Ecclesias. But it would make sense for Ecclesias to be like, guys, they pulled me out of the streets. Like I was gonna be like a gutter corpse, and they're like, hey, you want a job? Clean you up. And then like 2 months later, you guys are like, we're gonna go fight the biggest bad boys for no money. And I'm like, okay, so after this is done, I can go home, right? Yep. Okay.
But then we gotta
But,
ask them.
but on Jag's question, 'cause I'm interested from Ecclesias.
Yeah, who do you think?
Who do
Oh,
you
yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Do
a
you
good
think
one.
that could be a possibility? But again, the more important part I want to know is how would you know?
How would I know if I was the
No,
person?
somebody.
No,
Everybody's
who do
just
you-
pointing fingers
Yeah,
at you.
who do you think it would be?
I think Alar would flip. Not because he's malicious or evil, but I feel that since he's so pragmatic and he has a deeper connection with this sword, and almost like I wouldn't say symbiotic because it's not like if Vovek dies, Alar dies, but holy shit, what if? I
Easy.
think that if anybody were to
You're
flip,
trapped
it would be.
together
That's exactly why I think Alar would flip, because he's trying to not be bound to Vovek for eternity, and if he doesn't get that, I'm like, all right, what do I have to do?
Yeah, there's a lot riding on Alar's decisions in this next episode, or this next.
I think there's a lot riding on everybody's decisions.
I think there's a lot
I'm going
riding
to
on
kill
whether
him.
or not Alar can be mad enough to make the last strike.
Well, there's that, but if I also
Let's
go,
just hear
all
him
right,
out.
Let's all
he's
just
on,
like
you know,
make a pact. Let's
Wait,
all
to be
just
fair,
like
you know, if
insult
I tell you
Alar
guys
before
he's
we
on
start.
death's
Yeah.
door, so you
Alar,
know,
you suck.
he's ready to die, and you all go, nah, you know, Zio's getting the last hit. You know what I mean? Like that. There's a lot of decisions we made on the party. So
To be fair,
to be fair,
Fireball.
if the party kills the Goliath,
Thunderstrike.
Yeah, does it count?
isn't that? I think that counts.
We're
Because
in
as long as I get a
association.
hit
I mean,
in,
if you want to argue semantics with a god, you try.
Yeah.
Oh.
She never said you have to deal last hit.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
I
saying you
feel
want
like
to
if you're
argue semantics
guilty
with the
by
god
She
going.
association,
never
you
said
can
I
also
have to
be
do the
like-
last hit. I just contributed to the death of the Goliath.
Like
if
I
you're
said,
arguing
Contributed
semantics
by
with the
Erden
god, the god
is
wins,
very
I feel
tactical.
like. No matter what your argument
Yeah,
is.
gods always win.
I'm gonna
man.
Again,
Type.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that isn't it, like arguing pronouns with a god is pretty hard to do.
I had
It's not pronouns. It's not pronouns.
Semantics.
I want to switch subjects real quick for another Erden bulletin conspiracy.
I thought you said
Go
another
on.
question about me.
Go on. I'm
Bulletin.
tuning in.
Talk more about me, please.
So, what if, and I'm gonna peer my eyes over there at Sir Zio, one of those shadowy figures turns out to be Cain?
Oh, fuck.
I think one's Sven,
oh,
but we can
fuck.
get back to that later.
Because you know, like I said, I reported that
have a
he has
response.
amassed.
Tell me, how would you feel about that?
Oh no, he's
If one of
writing
the
it down.
shadowy figures, I think that Zio is smart enough to realize that this isn't the real Cain.
But how are you gonna decipher that? Because
He would attack everybody but that shadowy figure and hope that you guys deal with that one. That's for sure.
okay, so
But,
yeah, I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, it's
You
hey
guys
guys,
get that one, right?
everybody else but that one.
Do that. I got your back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that he'd realize what's going on, but I definitely don't think that Zio would have it in him to attack his former mentor. And yeah, that would be tough. And I don't think Zio would be able to he'd be able to attack it. That's for certain because Cain is the one who trained him. Zio has done a lot of attacking Cain. Not very successfully.
Zio's done a lot of attacking everyone in the party, so I think he's.
That's not.
I think
Okay,
that's accurate.
nobody
That's
gets to
not
talk
true.
about
That's
that
pretty
except
accurate.
me.
Here's
Yeah,
the
Because
Hey,
I've been literally decapitated.
That was a dream. You don't
twice.
know what
in
happened.
a dream. In a dream.
No,
Once,
but
okay?
to play
Twice.
off of that, do you
You cut my head off twice.
No,
Do you-
the first time you just stabbed me and
Yeah.
because you were possessed. The second time you decapitated me. In a
you don't
dream.
know that
Cannibalistic.
happened. It was a dream.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
Jess
Only
knows.
Alar knows that and told no one.
But Jess knows.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about Jess.
So
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry. Be happy
I'm
with
talking
being
about
stabbed
Hey,
by
you
me.
drink your Mountain Dew.
Quiet.
Alright? You drink your
It was
alcohol.
the one time that you remember.
I'm sorry it looks that way.
It looks exactly like Mountain Dew.
No, but I have an awesome build-up question. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Do you view Cain more as your father or your father as your actual father?
That's
Don't
a
look at
that's a
me.
good
Don't
question.
look at me.
That's a good. No, I'm not looking at.
Oh, well, you're like, oh.
Dad?
That's a.
I mean, technically, I play both. So, son,
Yeah.
Come here, son. So
Um,
you're a
Kiss
bitch.
on screen.
I see my.
I mean, if you also, I'm gonna just save you real quick. If you don't want to answer it now, you can save it for endgame.
No, I can say it now because
Okay.
I don't feel like it'll come up in character. I do think that Zio would see his father as a father figure.
Okay.
Um,
well, yeah, one was just a helping hand.
yeah.
You're the
Cain-
help.
Cain was a lot more of a teacher than a father figure.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So, as Zio sees his mother being the head of the house as a lot more of
I thought you were
a.
about to say he sees his mother. as his father.
My mom has a mustache. She's my
No,
dad.
Zio's mother is
got a lot of
the head of the house, and so
A lot of tea.
She got power.
yeah. While his father takes more of a back seat in kind of things, and you know, he may not have he definitely has respect for his father, but
Hell
it
yeah.
may not be as much as his mother. But he still sees him as a father figure. His
Awesome.
father was never bad to him in any sort, but Cain is the one who taught him, and so Cain is a teacher.
Awesome. Cool. No, that's huge. I mean, Erden had a similar person in his.
What's his name? I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't
Reveal.
have my tablet with me right now.
Now that might come up in character.
It would.
Go on.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could say it if you want.
Nope.
No,
No?
no,
I'm
Say that
No.
for
not
later.
permitting you.
Yeah.
Kill
okay.
him on
DM
Friday.
card pulled.
Yeah. Because I was
Sucker.
gonna say that June also had somebody like that
I
too.
have a car.
but-
I will run your
What's
ass
their
off
name?
the road.
Are they dead?
I would say
Bobak
bring
will
her up.
need to kill you.
Ask her.
Do you know
Ask
if
her
they're
in
dead?
character. Ask in character.
Ask what, Kirk?
I said June also has somebody like that as well.
Is
Oh,
her
you
name?
talked about her.
I can
I've
ask in
talked about her,
character.
and that's the
June, who
thing.
do
If you
you
guys
think
don't
that-
take notes
I
about my
think-
backstory, little bullet
It's probably in
points.
this notebook somewhere.
your
but
fault.
So, I
Cthulhu wrote
think
with his
on one of the
kindergarten
very,
handwriting.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
I think it
Look,
was
mine's
either
not
the
much better.
first episode
In the
or
middle of the
the
fight.
episode before.
Who's your father figure?
I asked
Oh,
who you were
You
looking
could
for,
rewatch it
and
on
you said their name, and yeah, I definitely didn't have notes at that point. So
You can say her name.
I was gonna say because I wouldn't be looking for her. I'm not looking for her.
no, you said you were
Oh.
looking for somebody in particular.
I'm looking for a collection of people.
You already
Which you
found
guys
the
now
collective.
know.
The collective.
You already found the collective.
I did find the collective.
Yeah, come on.
No,
No,
but
she
you guys.
created the collective.
Dun, dun,
Partially.
dun. It's me. It's been me all along. I'm the jockey.
You're Master
Um,
Velos.
I'm the judge. Your Master Velos.
Ecclesia.
Oh shit, what?
No, but
That's Ecclesias.
but yeah, I think I.
I think you're
Yeah, if you remember that and you pull up notes, Jake, you'll have to let me know.
I
But
didn't have notes at the time.
Okay,
so
'cause,
that
yeah,
is
I
my
don't,
mental notes.
okay, because yeah, if I said that I was looking for a particular person, that was on me because no, I'm not looking for her, and I could tell if you ask in character, I'll tell you her name. But no, as you guys now know, I am looking for a collective of people.
Your whole ass town.
My whole
Yeah.
ass town.
You were
Literally
looking for
everyone
a
I know.
Whole ass
Um,
town.
30
Yeah,
people.
I'm telling you,
all my friends and family are.
the jockey Thanos snapped Cinder out of the sky.
I
The jockey
think
Thanos snapped her whole family.
And you know what? If Kane ends up being one of those shadowy figures, then yeah, I wouldn't doubt that the fucking jockey had something to do with that.
See, I feel like if Kane is a shadowy figure, we just have to leave it up to you. Because I feel like you are so pissed off at Kane right now for not giving you the information right up front and letting Zio indulge in this little rivalry between.
That is now going to quickly become an ass kicking.
Yeah.
Zio's
Fireball.
lifeless body is just like on the ground and he's just beating him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to know that Jess as a player is like I was super excited to see Zio face his like arch
Oh, I
nemesis,
was
his
so
Gary
ready.
Oak.
I'm so ready.
June as a character though is very frustrated, and I think that the reason that she's frustrated is because specifically Anthony mentioned that when we entered that building, we got a similar headache in the back of our head that we had before. And me playing June, I had a feeling that something's not right. I need to get this information now. And then walking into Kane being drunk and not giving her what she wants, all with like the anxiety of being like something's going on, like I felt it when we walked in, like what's going on here. And then yeah, so Jess as a player felt really bad that June had to be like super sour about your moment. but yeah,
I know you shit all over his Gary Oak moment.
I didn't shit all over it. It
You
happened.
tried to cheat again, but
Well, I was
you
gonna
know.
do that, but also
She's
I was
really
not the
good
only
at
one.
doing
Kane, no, Cthulhu was gonna cheat.
did
Ecclesias was
not.
gonna cheat.
Ecclesias just said some nice words into my ear, and
I
You
was
were
trying to
all
think
about to
any-
play cheating mages. This is all
Yeah.
you were
That's
about.
what
I
okay,
wasn't
that's what I'm
doing-
saying.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
just
Thank
saying.
you. We were all cheating.
See,
we were all
no,
cheating.
Cthulhu was just gonna
Kane just
say
called me out
you
on
have
it.
the light of Fultus on your side and cast heroism, but somebody took that
cheating.
from me.
Okay, which
I'll
is
say,
cheating.
by the way,
which is as much
Kane's
cheating as
reaction-
not cheating.
Kane's reaction was 50-50. Like, obviously, before he even did it, I was like, do you guys want to do anything without cheating? And then
No.
I was like, you know what? Kane would say that. Hey, stop cheating.
Yeah, so it was just unfortunately me that got caught by Kane with
He
the
didn't
cheating.
catch you. He just told you not to because
That's
you were
what-
all openly like,
But
hey, would
that's
you
what
like
I'm
me to
saying
cheat?
is everybody
Gaylord
got their 2
was
cents
not
in,
cheating.
and then June was like, oh hey, why don't I do this
Cthulhu
for
would
you?
have just made his fist
Okay,
very
like,
glowy
oh, bro, you don't believe
and
it
beat assy, like Kung Fu Panda.
And Pete,
I don't think bardic inspiration like works the same as like a spell. Like if you're doing like a spell and you're like, I cast heroism on you and now you can do flips. Like Bardic Inspiration's like, no, you got this, man. You've done it a million times.
I was just gonna make him
And they're like,
stronger.
you know what I do?
Like,
I was just gonna make him cheat.
I was
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna
make
make
him
him
either
stronger.
really light
do-
and
it's-
fast, or really
here's the
big
thing,
and
though.
slow and strong.
It's
Yeah,
been
you asked.
every
You
party I've
straight up
ever
asked.
ran.
Well, that's
now
June's style. I'm
a
gonna ask, what do you want?
consistent thing in all
get
of
one or
those
the other. I
parties
can
is
do both.
chess. But it has been a consistent thing in all the parties that my players cheat in every competition I ever.
and
played.
I'm gonna keep it going.
Well,
I
Like
am-
technically,
no shame.
Eddie cheated in his archery thing because he used magic
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
missed.
that's true.
Yeah.
Technically,
so
I'm not
100%.
saying you cheated, but
Give me my money back.
technically
You cheated
Hey.
against
You
the
cheated.
party too.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
my
Wait,
money
wait,
back.
Hey,
cheated
you
against
cheated against Cthulhu. You all cheat.
I didn't
And
cheat.
I kicked
Somebody
your
else
ass
cheated
regardless.
for me.
How did I cheat?
I
in the
had
archer
no
thing?
say in
I
it.
will
Use
take
your arcane
100%
shot
of the
to
responsibility for
arcane
100% cheater.
Fucking
It's me.
Can I bring something up about the collective real quick
I
that
thought
I'm
you
just
said-
now
oh,
realizing?
I know
the
that.
end when I-
no, yeah, you
Yes,
need to get
yes,
the
Jeremy.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say. I just wanted to bring something about the collective that, like, Ecclesiastes is like, he
So
was
sad.
plugged in because my first character was murdered to death, and
What was his name again?
something like Stephen.
Steven?
Steven.
Yeah, that's
It was
Steven, yeah, that's right. That's got all the
Stephen
letters.
the Blind.
Steven. Steven.
It's Steven, not Seven. Got it.
Yeah, Steven.
The one thing I'm realizing about the collective now is that
Steve.
y'all a bunch of assholes. Like you just fight and cheat and steal and lie, and the Ecclesiastes is like, yes, master. There's a broomstick that makes somebody feel happy. I'll go find that for
I
you.
cheat
You guys are like,
sometimes.
let's murder and lie and steal and cheat.
I like
Sometimes or
for
every
fun.
time.
Sometimes for fun.
No, you haven't cheated, but you also talk down to authority figures and kings,
I
so
cheat.
you're not
Sometimes.
a
are
white
shit.
gloved dove. So
Sometimes for fun.
Kincaid quote: "Kings are
I'm a good
shit."
person.
I love
I'm
Tattooed
just
on my
saying.
throat.
Cthulhu's never cheated.
Hey, listen.
I'm just gonna point out that like we're all killing and cheating and stuff, and then
and you're
then-
cheating on people.
Yeah.
You're cheating on your wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
and then
let's dive into
and then
that.
we're all like Ecclesiastes, the Esoteric Assembly are bad people, and then he's like, I think you guys are the bad
Yeah,
people.
I don't
think
think-
you guys
Yeah.
are.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are like, yeah, Ecclesiastes is definitely the snitch. I'm like, you would all think that because you
okay,
just
okay.
He
But
won't cheat
we're
with
all-
us.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I was saying,
be evil with us. Then we'll trust you.
We're all
Like I was
shitty people,
saying-
but we're shitty people together.
like when we
You
Let's all
on the
just
other
we're a
make
hand.
collective of
together.
shitty
We just
people.
make a massive pile of shit.
Can we just
Yeah.
be kind for a second?
No, but I feel
No,
like
he's
when
dead.
I feel like when we actually like cheat or like do something like that, like it's when we're it's like for fun, like it's like gambling or I know that's what Jake just said, but
fun.
but you know what I mean, like it's not
Yeah,
like
you took
in a s-
steroids when you went to the Olympics. It was for fun.
No, because that would be a serious situation. We are
Yeah,
we
for
are
your
present
like
competitor.
fighting
and we
your
are
arch
serious.
nemesis.
But when we're
To these
like
people is
messing
any fun.
around, then yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna
You're
cheat.
messing around. This is their lives.
Okay, well
You're
I
at
don't know
the
that.
Fighters Guild.
It's messing
If
around in my life, so
You went into their
It's
lives. They
fine.
didn't
Yeah.
say, "Hey, come here."
We
you
did walk
said,
in there
"I
for like
am here."
7.5 minutes. We're like, all right, let's start cheating.
I
Well,
didn't
you guys
even
wanna
It's the
want.
same, it's the
formally?
same
I
thing
didn't
with
even want
every
to do
bar
that.
you go
I just
into.
wanted my info and I wanted to
I
go.
could put any drinking game in front of you. Doesn't matter what it is, and I guarantee someone in the party is gonna be like, "I don't believe I can win fairly. I use my magical abilities. I don't have in real life to cheat to win."
I'm gonna tell you, Erden came from some like crazy tribal orc areas. The best way he could make his way around, cheating and stealing.
At least that
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
we're on the
Yeah.
same page.
No, where does that come from with you?
Okay, how many times have I probably seen someone cheat at
Probably
like a
some.
card
Probably-
game in a
I've
tavern?
How
played a
many
lot of video
probably
games.
have I
I've
seen?
never once
Probably
shot
once.
somebody.
3 times, Jess.
I know magic.
Bullshit. You shot me all the time.
No,
I know how
man.
to shoot.
Me too.
I know magic.
You used
It
to
makes
kill me
no
in
sense.
CS.
I've seen people cheat, so that makes me
No.
a cheater.
No, do
I've
you guys
seen
you
people
want to
cheat,
know
so
a
that
real
makes me a
CS:GO.
robber.
you want to know a real reason between or behind kind of like
I want to know why
personality?
Jess wants to cheat in every skill
No.
challenge.
June is very much okay, so I would like to think of June as a compassionate person. She's a loyal friend, but she is very set on becoming a powerful wizard, and any chance that she gets to use her magic, she will.
Follow-up question to
You know, you could
June.
go like hear someone with blindness, and you're like,
You
"Oh,
know
my
you're
intentions."
neutral good. Right?
If
I'm
I
just
had a
giving you a
pure
lot of shit
blindness,
'cause
I
it's
would.
fun.
I just follow-up question to June wanting to become a lich.
Maybe.
When
Hey,
June becomes
Anthony,
a
wanna
lich,
collab? Let's do
should
it.
we
Let's-
do like like the baby Hitler thing, like go back in time and just
Guys,
pillow on the face?
let's say we all die on Friday. we remake characters, and then June as a lich is our next big bad evil guy. And
Well,
we're
that
all
one-
minions, right? We're all the skeletons that rise up with the lich.
I quit.
I was about to say.
I hope that our
Orcs don't fuck with
ideas
that.
for defeating Vovek are as great as our ideas for if we die
Yeah.
fighting Vovek.
So will
Yeah.
Cthulhu know what's in his little
Chat, it's not.
Pokemon pouch?
We don't have any ideas for defeating him, just so you know.
No, that's the point of the
No.
pouch. We don't know what's in
We
the
have
pouch.
zero.
I'm gonna be using that. So I need to
Go ahead.
on
You
that.
don't
We're
know.
gonna get-
I told you specifically when you roll something, roll. If you roll a 6, write 6, and then when I tell you what it turns into, write what it turns into. Because I'm not telling you what it does. If you never roll a 1, you'll never know what you get on a 1.
Okay, I'll pull up the book that it's in over there, and we'll open up the page. It's alright.
Before we get
wanna
any
know what's
farther, I
in
do
my
want to say,
Pokemon
chat, we will be
pouch.
wrapping up here in probably about 15, 20 minutes. So if there's any other questions, is there any other new questions? Bowers? Okay, well before you ask that, if there's any other questions, make sure you get those in, because we were wrapping the episode up soon. But if you have any other questions, let us know. What is the question that came through?
How dare you?
Wow, he's the spotlight man.
He's gonna get it.
I have another question for the group. What does each character get out of the fight? Can you revenge for her? Answer for power?
We'll start with Eddie, and we'll start with Uridan.
Out of this fight, definitely revenge, but at the same time, I'm all in for Alar, and Erden is gunning to help him. Without revealing too many tactics that I have in my head, I have some, depending on how the map's gonna look and play out, but essentially Erden's gonna be directly behind Alar 100% of the time.
Cade?
I'm sorry, buddy.
You're fine.
Cthulhu's really
$3.
$3.
That's all my
Somebody
loyalty
gets
cost.
$3.
Hang on, let me
I'm looking for a 20. I'm looking for a 20 at
I
this
only have
point.
two.
Cthulhu's really looking for almost in a way the killing blow because of everything he's said to him, saying that he's looking for, like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. He's been basically like, in his arc in Cthulhu's mind, he's been pointing at Cthulhu and being like, you're not strong, you're not powerful, you're not a Templar, you're not. You could never be. And Cthulhu has a thing in his mind who just keeps saying, it's like, yeah, you are. Kick his ass. Do it. And so Cthulhu keeps chasing that and chasing that and chasing that. And then, you know, when he opened up to the party about his guilt, about, you know, Sven's death, he had a realization, but at the same time, there's still that creeping voice that says, you need to finish this. You started this. You started this arc of the Goliath being an asshole, a thorn in your side, so he feels like you really do need to finish this at this point. So Cthulhu's looking for the final blow and something to take back to the King of Solaria that says, look what we did, and drops it on, like, the porch of his manor, almost ahead.
Before we move on to Nick, I want to ask.
Nick's gonna be last.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Talking. Totally kidding.
Hey, we're in person now.
Caught in the
yeah.
crossfire.
Ramifications for being a prick.
Oh yeah, there's rebuttal for being an asshole. And that was all Cthulhu's inner monologue. Like,
Yeah.
Cthulhu sees himself as a pile of shit for what happened.
It's not what I said.
It's not what I said.
That's how I
I
interpreted
didn't really
it.
go that far, but okay.
But no, like Cthulhu feels that extremely guilty, and he wants revenge to. He is on a holy mission to redeem himself. Where does Foltest play into that?
The Goliath in Cthulhu's eyes, because somebody decided to take my power away, that says, lets me tell what alignment they are. Cthulhu sees it as, in his eyes,
Neutral.
it's what the ability says.
They're kind of hard to read.
Cthulhu says, or sees in his eyes that the Goliath is a chaotic evil, which is two of his religion's big no-nos. He sees it. He knows that chaotic people in general are a bad thing into society, and people also see that, or he also believes that people that are evil are the breeding of like going to become chaotic. So in a way, he sees that either way, even if it is a revenge game for him, it's still serving Foltest because he is this chaotic evil person
Yeah. Okay.
who kills people, and it goes along with his like religious beliefs. It goes with, always defend the good, always defend the lawful, always defend people who care about each other.
The Erden in me has to ask. Oh my god. Why does Foltest want this though? Like what? Like
Because of who he is as
he's
a
a
god.
god,
He's a
and
god. He gets
he's a
to
god.
no,
Done. Done.
God, full stop. Giant
Yeah.
period.
yeah, but like you were sent on a path to do something for Foltest.
to spread his word.
Right. Okay, so you're spreading his word, and then you're like,
So your only point is to spread his word.
Spread his word and stop chaotic and evil things from happening in the world.
It's kind of a good thing that Fern took away that ability because Glacius is chaotic, but chaos
I'm also
chaos is
chaotic,
also a product
Yeah.
of being like
You lied
inquisitive
to
and
me.
scientific. Is
Chaotic good.
to be chaotic neutral.
I
I wonder what
searched
happens
you
when I
guys.
knock over this glass of water.
yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I got
Like a cat?
yeah, so
like those videos of cats knocking over glasses of
Yeah.
There you
water.
go.
I wanna see
Continuity.
what
Hey. So like, it's
Should
fun-
I
it's
do
like
it?
If Cthulhu was just like
I
scanning
should.
a bar and it was like, man, there's a bunch of chaotic people in here. What is this? Some scientist expo? And then they finally, it is a scientist expo. There's like, wonder what happens when I add some radium to Americium or something like that. That's chaotic. You're all evil. And just, oh, you don't have a bow. So fucking, you just be like Lancelot and Monty Python, just at the bridal party, just stabbing everybody.
But
well,
to kind of play off of that though, like that's a huge point though. Is like when you see the word just like chaos, it doesn't.
say chaos.
I said chaotic.
Yeah,
He
he said
meant
chaotic.
I say
So, like,
chaotic.
He
So
meant
I'm
both
in-
of them
saying,
together.
yeah, so
And
I'm
in
saying
Foltest's words,
chaotic good, chaotic
Any-
neutral.
In Foltest's words or Wikipedia's words?
in Foltest's words, because I am
How
Foltest.
dare you use
Um,
that name?
So I
No
It-
TM.
But
during the session he said
No
the
TM.
the Dawn whatever number it was.
Dawn 316.
Yeah, which I have happened to also read. So if you guys were listening to that, you would have known what he's probably about to say.
Yeah.
What?
It goes, in darkness breeds chaos, and chaos festers evil, and evil always is going to strike down anything neutral or good.
Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering.
Yeah, basically
see-
in the same words as that, but it's darkness, chaos, and evil is his three big, like, I'm gonna push this and I'm gonna try to make you even if you're chaotic, he's gonna try to make you neutral, like let you see the world. If you're a chaotic evil though, there's no hold bar, there's no anything. He's going
That doesn't
to
line up.
But
Yeah,
you could
what
be
if you're
chaotic, you could be
chaotic
chaotic
good?
Yeah,
Yeah, what if you're
exactly.
chaotic
He's gonna,
good?
and
Doesn't
he's
line up.
going to try his
You're
hardest.
chaotic good.
I know. He's going to try his hardest to try to push you and just make you the best he can. He's gonna push you to this
He's good.
neutral.
I don't
He's
care, I
pushing
don't
you
follow
to
Foltest.
good.
He not even to good. He's being
To
like
lawful.
not
to
not,
lawful good.
not
Lawful,
even
yes.
lawful. He's just
Yes,
trying
you're
to
correct.
push. He's just trying to push it to neutral.
But the fun thing is
Yeah.
that lawful doesn't always mean good. It just
No,
means
because you
being
can be
true to the
lawful
law.
evil.
Yeah.
But he
This
exactly.
You look
why
at
I
the
follow
Lord, your hands will
Cord.
be cut off. That's
Cord is
lawful.
just
No, it's
honorable.
And that's the thing is,
Nah.
as soon as you become evil in any sense, evil good, evil not, or
Evil good.
Lawful, lawful,
You know.
chaotic,
Lawful evil.
neutral evil.
yeah, exactly. He as soon as
My
you
fa-
cross
my
to
favorite
that,
Comb your
evil
go.
good.
as soon as you cross over to the evil bracket, there's no help for
Do
you.
you know what evil good is? Cold ramen. That's evil good.
Raw ramen. But in a sense, he does see that as, you know,
hurts so good.
I don't even. What was the original question?
I don't know. Erden changed it.
Yeah.
I didn't change it. He changed his
quite a bit.
explanation.
No, and that's the thing is okay.
The original question is, what do you want out of this?
Oh, your question.
Oh, out of
I
this
don't know.
fight.
Jack's question, which we have not gotten around to
Yeah,
answering
Jack's
everybody
question.
yet.
Well,
I-
I answered mine, but I played up.
Yeah,
it.
and then we
Erden
extended into new questions.
Yeah.
I answered it, but it turned
Welcome to
into a
tangent.
it turned into a spin-off of
The Cthulhu Show.
the Cthulhu Show. What
And
is
morality.
What is
like
Foltis?
what is Foltis? Where does your line draw?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
that
as
is
soon,
the
okay,
question I
so
How many
quick.
symbols of my lord can you make out of these cabbages?
made. I'll make them all, and I'm gonna sell them.
And as the quickest way to say this is that if there's chaos, even if it's chaotic good, he sees a way that you can push to neutral and be like, okay, you can see both sides of the story. You can make a decision and base it off of facts.
But is that what he wants
But-
to get out of the fight?
Out of the fight, he wants to just murder this motherfucker.
That's what he
Isn't that a little bit minutes
Hang
ago?
on,
Hang on.
All right. Well,
Motherfucker,
in
dude.
Cade's defense, 3 people asked him more questions
Yeah,
that
that
had
is
nothing
true.
to do with the
Yeah,
questions.
that
Yeah,
It's not his
exactly.
fault.
So fair.
Fair. Yeah.
All right,
But-
I had a
Ecclesius, so we can move on. Ecclesius, what does he want out of this?
Ecclesius wants bitches and fame. June. No, Ecclesius wants to see this through because
Bitches and
he's
fame.
sincerely questioning like his direction.
Microphone.
My bad. There was a bug on my notepad.
Ecclesius wants this to come to a head as fast as possible because he has a lot of things going on in the Esoteric Assembly. He can now take contracts. He's been dreaming this for years, and now that he can, he wants to
Oh.
see what the
kidding.
next
Neutral.
horizon is for him. So like with the killing of Vovek and helping, like, has been like this is essentially going to end his contract with the collective, and we'll see what goes on from there. So like in his mind, he wants Vovek to be destroyed because it seems like he's doing a lot of bad things, and potentially wielding an uncertified magical weapon. Because I don't know if everybody remembers, but the Esoteric Assembly essentially classifies magical weapons in Valiant, like not like essentially like they
Register.
catalog.
They don't register them, but
They don't register them, but they keep a catalog of who got what, like receipts of this person paid for this, and we know where it is. So now there's this ridiculously powerful weapon. It's another reason why that's why he told Master Vale. And I know everybody has these weird well, can you trust him? It's like, fuck yeah, more than you guys actually, but I'm with you guys now. So
And like you said too, Ecclesius is under his own verbal contract of, if you help me get the Eye of Berser, I will help you destroy this Goliath.
yeah,
That happened like 20 episodes ago,
Yeah.
Are you gonna leave
and
us?
he's still under that
So
contract.
there's a possibility that Ecclesius will move on to
Yeah.
fucking safer, if anything else, pastures.
Can I
than
just read
being like,
books?
ooh, can this gem be turned into a Healy thing?
Yeah, you guys, is Ecclesius gonna leave us?
Find out Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Cool.
If
Z-
we kill the Goliath.
Yeah.
Cool.
Jay, what
so
does
we're
Zio
gonna
want
kill
out of this?
Ecclesius.
So Zio definitely wants revenge. He wants the revenge for Sven, obviously, just like many of the party members. I don't think that there's any sort of monetary or any sort of items that
I
Zio.
want to get rich off this.
Yeah, it's not like a monetary gain for Zio by any means.
Just turn to like the Brothers Grimm. Just, you need help with the bad guy?
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh,
Amy.
Zio.
It's a lot of a brother fell to this man, so I hope to end this person with the help of my fellow brothers, and I hope to end the suffering that this person has caused to all of my friends and the only friends that Zio has had. So it's a lot more about closing things up rather than getting anything from it.
Maybe being 20 again. Maybe like after
Hey,
you,
Hey, maybe fix me.
like in Diablo, and
Yeah.
when you kill a boss and just like a shower of items, like one's a de-aging he can grab.
Yeah, if he's got a rock that just happens to like put me back to my age,
Yes.
that's what Zio
A
wants.
circlet that you
That's
actually
what
have to
Zio
wear
wants
on
out
your
of all
head.
this.
That
It's
is
a nice
that is
bar of
endearing
soap.
though, thinking that Zio finally has a band of people that probably weren't friends with him because of his money or fame, or if you're more like
Yeah.
reclusive because you're like, well, I got this big old house, I don't need to really go out, and so now you have like a group of friends you want to see this through, and yeah, so it's like we all have like this it's actually kind of strange now that I'm thinking about everybody's like build up to this fight. 'Cause it seems like everybody could potentially have a cause to go their own way. You can go, you. After this whole
Go on.
fight, I had to. I'm a
You have to
musician.
finish
If
it.
I
You
hear
no,
a
but you
phrase,
have to finish it.
don't look at me like that.
Bug me.
Finish your thought.
Hey,
that,
Jeremy.
Everybody has a potential cause to.
It's been a while.
Right, the Beatles. I know it's not easy.
Yeah, Sarah Parker.
Jessica Sarah Parker. You can go.
No.
But like
That's
My brain is breaking right now.
my
Even our tech guy broke right
our producers.
there. Even our
He's like,
producer just
"What?"
like,
I'm
what?
taking these headphones off to stop hearing this poop in my ears.
Yeah.
This show is
What
terrible.
happens when I
Okay, listen,
say
you guys.
with arms wide open?
Oh my God.
No.
Please, your point.
But
Fine.
anyways,
Yeah,
I'll
please, your point.
eventually reach the period.
Creed doesn't
but the idea that Zio is kind of fighting for new friendship,
my
or at least
fucking
being pushed forward with that mentality. Clesius is like fulfilling a contract, kind of like verbally with the party. Alar, I know we haven't gotten to yet, is trying to rid himself of this bond with the Goliath, and potentially the forever bond with the Raven Queen. Cthulhu, cold ramen, and Uridan, wants to do sweet stuff. So it's exciting just hearing everybody's like motivation for like wanting Vovek dead. So like the Jag, that was a really good question. 5 stars.
June?
Out of 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off off topic.
No.
Oh my
No,
God,
start
here
on
we
topic.
go
Real quick.
again.
Cthulhu,
Start
I'm
on
neutral good.
topic.
Huh?
I'm neutral good. I am confusing characters. So
Hi, I'm Eddie.
That had nothing
don't
to
hate
do with.
me.
Wait, hold up.
The
So
point
I
behind
don't.
it.
That's
So
what
I don't
said,
have to
off
kill you.
topic, off
So I don't
topic.
have to kill
You
you.
don't
How
have to
about-
kill me.
alright, no,
I'm
let's-
neutral good.
You guys are allies. I don't know why this is a conversation.
I would murder June in a
Anyway,
heartbeat.
Like I said, short off topic. Okay, so what June wants to get out of this. You guys ready? You
I think we've
done?
been right.
All right. Okay, so
gonna have different
obviously,
seats.
We're not gonna
like
use Aylar's answer.
Zio,
Just
like Zio, June wants revenge for what happened to Sven. June wants revenge for what the Goliath has been doing lately. June wants revenge for Sven and the fact that the Goliath has been messing with her and her friends' heads. June is telepathic. June knows psychic spells. She has resistance to psychic damage. She does not like the fact that this fucking guy is in her head.
In your head. You guys were all thinking it.
Nobody
No,
was,
not
but
at
you.
all.
I think we're all thinking that we're getting different seats on Friday.
Sorry, June.
Go back to remote.
But
Maybe.
yeah, we're going back to
Powers just-
remote.
Go the fuck home.
Get the fuck out of here.
So revenge is Sven. Money and bitches. What was that? What
Yeah.
else?
Okay, I'm glad you heard my second point. I'm really glad that you heard my second point.
No, I understood you.
Yeah.
Money and bitches.
Money and bitches.
But most importantly, friendship and love.
The only thing that's important
No,
in
but
this life.
the biggest thing is that June wants this to be over because she wants her friends to be safe. And I am okay, but not okay with letting Alar get the last blow. If he needs it, that is more important than my wants.
Who was kind of threatened by God.
And like I said, I will back down on that. That's fine. As long as I get a few good hits in.
I guess that's up to you.
Aylar?
Just you.
Well, Alar knows. We're laughing too much. My cheeks hurt. Alar knows that killing someone doesn't feel good, at least for him. So he
It's good to
doesn't.
know.
He doesn't care about revenge. He doesn't even care if the Goliath is alive or dead. To June's point, like protecting his friends' safety is very important. But really, at this point, all that he cares about is he doesn't want to have this bond with the Goliath, because he views that as being a problem. He wants to. The whole reason why he left home is that way he could get peace of mind and then have a happy retirement. And he views having that bond with the Goliath as being a boundary. Yeah, a boundary, a barrier to his
Hindrance.
happy retirement. Herding
Yeah.
sheep, to quote Goodwill Hunting.
fish if you're constantly asking me to kill people.
Exactly. Yeah. But
Oh,
it's
no.
the
Oh,
north,
barrier
so
now.
there's no lakes to
Oh,
fish
no.
in. They're all
You can't
frozen
ice
over.
fish.
There's the great.
We're not
So-
a different world. But yeah, so he just basically wants to break the bond with Vovek and hopes that that doesn't open up a can of worms.
Hopefully it closes the can.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
Alar left his old life for peace, and like Zio left for adventure, and they both just like realized like that side world
World
is just
sucks.
shit.
To be fair, Alar's really in the mindset of fuck bitches get money at this point.
That's true. Well, it's your time
Just
to shine,
saying.
buddy. It's your time. It's like your
No, not
bachelor
even
party.
money.
He's like,
Just fuck
It's like an
bitches.
extended bachelor
Just
party.
fuck bitches at this point.
It's just fuck bitches.
Yeah,
Have a
no,
good
I
time.
think Ayla's point is fuck bitches get peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck bitches.
fuck bitches, retire.
I feel like that's an
Yeah.
okay saying.
Woodstock
Like-
76, baby.
Jeremy, any new questions?
Hedonism is a legitimate
chat.
strategy.
Or anyone.
Powers?
Uh,
Any new questions from chat?
I got one.
I sent you a text. Well, we're gonna go to any final questions from you, and then I have one final one to wrap it up. So go ahead.
dun, dun, dun.
I want to know from our composer, do you have a favorite song that you made?
Ooh,
Oh.
what's your fave?
I very much like Solarian Sunset. That one took a lot longer to compose than the other ones because there's different pieces to it. But the one that I got the most emotional on was definitely Farewell to the Kind.
Yes.
I still have to re-render it. You said why? Well, there was someone that inspired it. So,
Hearing that accent in
I
person
know,
for the first time.
I know. Stop it.
What?
do you all let me die?
I will
Do you-
punch you.
There is he stab me in the
Do you,
gut.
do you want to be
Do you
the first
think-
person to be punched?
Great. Now I have to flay my elbow off.
Fight me. I can do push-ups.
Do you think writing that song helped you close the door? Is the door closed on Sven?
Actually, well,
Ooh.
it was like kind of like if here's the door jam, it's kind of like. Yeah, they just like
Plot point.
Yeah. No, but that song helped bring some closure because
Yeah.
I think when any character dies, you're hoping that, depending on the DM, if your guys are just doing like old school Dungeons and Dragons, make a fighter, go into the dungeon, get the loot, fight the skellies, and come back out. But I think there's always a hope that the DM might bring him back or resurrect or whatever. So for a long time, I was like kind of hoping he can come back. I can replay him, or at least just see Anthony send him off into the light or something. But yeah, I have no idea where he's going. But making that song was cathartic to kind of like bury that character and immortalize it into a song. So I think Farewell to the Kind is my favorite song that you can check out on our YouTube. But Solarian Sunset is a very close second because it was the most complicated one that I've written besides the intro songs. I really like the intro one. That was a lot of fun working with our good friend Brandon, making all like the things line up
or
and stuff.
Gremlin.
Our other remote
Gremlin.
gremlin at the moment. But we're gonna have some new songs coming up soon, not this week, but we'll see. Because it's always like whenever you make something, like the latest one you make is like your favorite. I feel, but
My all-time favorite, Quinn's Tavern.
Quinn's
I
Tavern?
love- I
You mean this one?
love.
that one was fun.
You mean this
Absolutely
one?
love Quinn's
Mine's
Tavern.
Fell Night.
Yeah,
Fell
that's
Night?
it.
Fell Night.
I like that one
That was
because
the
it's
first one I was like,
spooky.
I need this.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
spooky
hit it
and
out
I
of the park.
love
Wait,
it.
all right. How many songs do we have?
What
We
is
have-
it?
we have a
Actually,
clip-
Five?
actually
Go to the
published are in the
YouTube.
back too.
We
No,
have,
no,
we
no.
have Coast
No,
of
no, no.
Falbium,
The-
Solarian Sunset, Fell Night, Farewell to the Kind, Uthron, or the Kingdom of Uthron,
Kingdom of Thrawn is mine.
and that one's
Against,
fun.
That's
and
a
then
good one.
Against the
I
Odds.
told
Yeah, then
Jeremy, I was
Against
like,
the Odds
it's
are
like
battle
a Winter
themes. Right now we have
Wonderland meets a
6.
castle.
So we have 6. That's an EP.
Oh, and Quinn's Tavern, 7.
Oh,
That is an
that's an EP. We got an EP right now.
We're gonna be cutting it in gold vinyl,
Yeah.
Okay.
gold
Cause our
cover.
freestyles.
You know how
I
sick
do
that
have
would be?
a question.
Our first
though.
versions of printed vinyl.
Holy shit. Would you poop?
I would.
I-
Believe.
Would you?
It's always been a dream to have like something cut in a record, but
I'd pay a lot of money to have that on vinyl.
That would
Yeah.
actually be kind of fucking sweet.
how much money
Do
would
it.
you pay, Chad?
AKA. do it.
Teasing,
So-
teasing.
Okay, I
teasing.
do have a quick
7?
question. It's a two-parter.
That's not clear.
Electrum.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sort of is.
Go ahead.
Okay. The first part, on a scale from 0 to 10, how does the party, each member, feel our chances are of coming out victorious? 10 actually victorious, 0 TPK.
We'll
Uh,
answer that one first. Ecclesias. 1 to 10.
8.
June. Or Jay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You look like
Probably
Jude.
also an 8.
Jess.
7.
Erden.
Lives.
What?
Cade. 3. Nick.
5.
I think we're gonna die.
I'm at a 5.
This table's all optimist. You guys are
I'm at a 5. It could go either way.
This
Yeah.
is a good
I think-
table.
I think
Just so
s-
chat knows.
I think some
this
people
table
die,
right
right?
here
See,
is the good table.
It may
I
be brighter,
personally,
but we're more
I
optimistic.
personally believe. I think
I did.
in my
I was gonna say,
mind,
we
I
are
feel like
really-
some
we are
people
really-
die.
I've
Maybe.
noticed that.
maybe his biggest burdens may go, and he also goes. So technically, we're not victorious. We do kill him, but we lose some people. And I
Whatever
think
that- whatever that
3,
dream-
2
long
to
as it's
3
not
of his
me, I'm
biggest
fine.
burdens go away.
Whatever that dream
What,
that Aloy
what,
had.
what was your second part of that question?
My second question is, do you guys think that the shadowy figures with the Goliath are going to be revealed as certain people, or do you think that they are just anonymous shadowy figures?
Eddie.
They are definitely going to be people that we know and trust. One being Kane, the other being
Tajit?
Sven?
no, I think it's probably going to be someone of the Uthrani and
Cornelia?
yeah, they're like council, someone from the council.
Ooh, like Lucius Malfoy just always like, you know,
We've been
something
watching
like
Harry
that.
Potter lately.
Yeah, I know. I went on your HBO Max. I was like, oh, how's Goblet of Fire? Cade?
I personally
great.
believe that it's going to be in each character. It's going to be different. It's going to be our biggest people we don't really want to fight. So
Ooh.
Oh, also, I'm gonna add to my answer that person's probably gonna be the fucking turtle.
I personally believe it's.
I'm here to get you.
I personally believe it's going to be somebody. Each of us are 2 people we really don't want to fight.
It was
So
like some sort of like weird illusion.
so like
where each
yeah,
of
in a
us see
weird way,
different
it's going to be
person.
like Cthulhu's mother and then Erden's
Shut up
tribe
before you
or
give him
Erden's
ideas.
family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or somebody people don't want to fight.
Yeah, keep giving him
Nick,
ideas,
choke him out.
dude.
Give him
You
better
can touch him now. Choke him out.
Nick, what do you
Well.
think?
Try his. next we're gonna
Originally,
try.
because last session they were faceless, I thought they'd just be Dementor-like things that no faces. But now that we've given you the idea, I definitely think they're gonna have faces.
Jeremy?
I'm nervous because we saw the fall of Sven the Kind, and not that I'm constantly thinking it's going to come back around to my killed character, but we know that he's not dead. We know that he's being tormented by something. We know that Vovek and the jockey are kind of manipulating something that doesn't sit right with good and evil, you know, somewhere on the ladder. So I'm worried that there's going to be... I mean, I feel like the Goliath is going to bring back some memories to kind of screw with the collective's head while we fight. But yeah, I think the shadowy figures, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think if we're going to do 0 out of 10, I think it's a 5. It can either be somebody that we know, or it can honestly just be some sort of like phantasmal force or something like that. Because Ecclesias can kind of mess with the minds of people a little bit right now, and is low level 5. He's low level 5.
Level
You'll
5.
die that way too.
You know level 5?
If I get a second character killed on the World Wide Web, boycott the
tie
whole
me.
show, burning it down.
Especially
Okay.
when all of us
There
are
you go
in
all
person.
along.
Well, Sven's
So-
not dead. You can bring Sven back.
I
But-
think that
At least the producer won't change. It'll still be Jeremy.
I think that they are
Sorry,
not going to
Jeremy's.
be people or anything that we know, because I feel like it's going to be harder than people that we know would be to fight. So I have a feeling that they're going to be a little bit tougher than anybody that we've personally encountered. Not saying that we haven't encountered some strong people, just not any people that are that strong that are super close to us. And I feel like for Vovak to really take advantage of these shadowy figures, he would make them somebody that we're close to. But he very well could be making them somebody that we are very close to, and then make them very strong. So let's hope that that's not the
I
case.
say after all of that, I just got stressed for Friday.
Just.
I am T for torn again. I'm like 50-50. Like part of me feels like they're just kind of like henchmen, to kind of buff Vovak. But the other part of me feels like he has already thrown Sven into the mix as far as battling us before. So why would he not do it again? The second one, I have no idea who he would make that person. I like the idea that it might be different for every person. Like if they have some sort of weird ability, like Phantasmal Force or something like that.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, where like
What's that?
what? But yeah, where like maybe one of them we all see Sven, the other one it's a different person from our own personal.
Ooh, that could be the other shadowy figure.
That's what I was saying. Is that might be the second one. Or like I said, 50-50, like Jake was saying.
Like how we're all like, it could be anything.
It could be
or nothing
it could
at
be
all.
just like a faceless.
Go
Anthony just over
Faceless
there
shadow.
smiling.
I
like,
know,
I
and
like
I-
that. and I'm
Wait,
just
Anthony,
I fucking hate it.
I don't know if you can answer this or not.
I know.
but
I should shut up.
could
I'm
it
shut
be-
up now?
will it
that what you're
will
saying?
it be people we know, or is it just gonna be faceless smoke boys?
Have to find out when you die.
You have to
Alright.
find out when you
I'm
die.
not gonna
says
be
the
on
DM.
exploring.
On
the
that note,
archives
any last
anymore.
questions from chat?
Anything?
So to wrap up, last quick thoughts going into the battle for Friday. Eddie?
Last quick thoughts.
YOLO.
For Erden,
No, from players. From players. I think we've exhausted what the characters, motivation, everything. Players.
Players?
Last thought. Eddie, what's your last thoughts going in?
like right now, this is the most surreal thing, being on a legit set, in person with people that I played with for a full year, and people that I've played with for 4 years. Hey, this is huge. I want to drink more beer.
Cade?
You can copy what I said if you want.
Yeah.
Except the last part.
Yeah,
Ditto.
don't say
Yeah,
that.
no, I
Same,
don't
same.
drink alcohol at all. Honestly, it really is like, it does feel surreal, like knowing people I've known for 4 years and then knowing people for a year now and going into this battle that could very well be extremely emotional and mentally taxing and sad. Because some of us could die, and then, that's the end of the arc.
And now you get to cry together.
Yeah, we get to cry together, and that could be the end of the arc of some characters here.
Oh,
But
man.
also knowing that it could be the beginning of what the collective truly can be is really, 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 really inspiring, and almost in a sense,
Shit, dude. That's
like,
huge.
yeah,
like, that just dawned on me.
yeah, it could
That was
be the
the
end of the
slow
arc
motion
of
died.
some people.
Yeah.
For real.
It could be the end of the arc
It's
of
just
full.
By the way,
Focus.
if
Seeing
you
this for the
die,
first
you
time.
walk away.
Yeah. Oh
I
no.
would no
100%,
straight up.
I
I would
not be able to die.
So
I die,
your
I
background
will
would be
Lounge back
gone.
there.
Yeah, before we get too much onto that
Stream
tangent,
games,
Nick,
one more viewer.
any last
Yes,
thoughts?
please.
Um,
Not this time.
I hope either we all die or none of us dies. I hope
Okay.
it's not. Yeah.
Fair
It'd-
enough.
It'd be interesting if we all died and then we
fucking
see the
die.
world
I don't want
from the perspective of, oh, this is what the collective did. So.
Jeremy?
Well, I want to piggyback off of what Eddie said, that like we've been, most of us have been playing for almost 6+ years or so, and some like almost a full year, and the fact that it's all coming to a head, like with us all in person to watch this fight. I mean, after this whole conversation, I'm like really nervous
I
that we're
know.
gonna kill. We're gonna kill Vovek, and then some of us are gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm out." Just, I know we won, but I'm still.
But I
out.
lost.
So yeah, I'm nervous that this is gonna come to a head, and then just be one link in a chain of, a bigger issue, and for all we know, that like we could be the bad guys, and like, like Vovek's like, all right. These guys are just, doing a bunch of stuff that we don't like. And, I mean, that's going down a big rabbit hole. But, I mean, yeah, it's going to be crazy Friday. And it's going to be really emotional. I hope none of us die. But if we do, I
It'll
don't
be
want to
great
die.
for
If my
content.
if my
Goodbye,
second
AOR.
character
It's been
dies again in the same arc.
I got character.
At least
It'll
this
be-
way it'll be
I know
in
you
combat
do.
and not some weird convoluted thing.
Exactly. Yeah. At least
Sure.
at least I can't complain about there not being a grid in my theater of the mind failing me.
So.
But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Jay?
Can you repeat the question?
So,
I thought Nick
teacher.
was the plastered one.
Well, it just.
Any last thoughts
It's been a
before
while.
Friday?
Yeah, it's
been a while.
since-
Any quick last thoughts before going into Friday?
We better fucking slaughter this goddamn Goliath.
This is the
Full
hype
stop.
man.
That was
This is
the
the
same.
I was about
Best
to
way
say.
put it. All right, Jess.
Fucking hype man
Okay,
over there.
I'm like trying not to cry right now because we're talking about our characters dying.
Well, let
and-
them die before you get sad.
Okay,
Yeah, don't.
well, it's the hypothetical and it hurts. Okay.
No, it's the impending
Um,
doom, is what you mean?
Yeah, the impending doom.
It's your second character, Dune.
Come on,
Sister
dude.
of
No,
June.
honestly, as a player,
14.
I am so terrified going into this, thinking that myself or any of the characters that I've grown to love have the potential to no longer be. And then Jeremy, you had to bring up the point that even if we win, oh, hey, maybe some of us are gonna leave, and I'm like, that doesn't make me feel good either.
Yeah. It's gonna be nerve-wracking.
So yeah, I'm just kind of like a sad sack at the moment.
Sad sack.
I'm a sad sack.
Sack full of sad.
Ultimately, I would like to think that we are going to come out of this victorious. We are going to get that sweet, sweet revenge.
That's sweet, sweet June.
She almost said
That
the
we
title.
want.
Sweet, sweet June.
June revenge.
That sweet, sweet,
Sweet,
June's
sweet
revenge that we want. And everyone will stay part of the collective. And we will then have a new enemy and a new course to take afterwards.
Well, I'm glad you guys have all given me all the ideas I'm now going to use against all of you on
Yeah,
Friday
perfect.
and in future
I know.
arcs.
I was telling
Wait,
Jay
before you
earlier, I was
close
like, I
off,
need to shut up.
What about you? What about you, DM?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
Final
ask. What about
thoughts?
you?
Good luck,
Yeah.
have fun.
Fuck that. No, give me something.
GG,
Thanks, Little League
Yeah,
coach.
sweet.
Well, afterwards it'll be easy claps.
Sweet.
My legitimate thoughts is it is going to be a hard fight. Do I think you can win? Yes. Do I think you can lose? Yes. And at the end of the day, good luck, have fun.
Cool.
No, but like on
I
an
don't like
emotional
No, that does
standpoint,
not make me feel
He's the
good.
DM. He
As
doesn't have
watching
emotions.
everything.
There are no
Uh,
emotions.
it does like
Anthony's the Raven
as a
Queen.
DM, are you
Mhm.
polling for us?
As a DM, I
That's a good
Pulling for the content.
as a DM, I'm pulling for narrative.
Polling for narrative. Okay,
Content, as
that's
I said.
awesome.
You don't
That
have
is
any narratives, you
actually
kill us
super
all
awesome.
for
I was
anyone.
about to say.
So
we are
let's
the narrative.
figure
Yeah.
out who's the most.
No,
Just
the
so you know.
narrative
No.
is what
We're the
happens
collective.
after this
Who's the
fight.
most annoying character?
What the narrative is
You
what
know
happens
that's
after
what the
this
content
fight.
is.
Whether it is what happens 10 years from now and you see the Goliath having free reign on Falbion, or whether it's the Goliath's not around and you guys continue.
Either way.
Either way,
Sounds interesting.
yeah, either way, it's gonna be fun.
Here's
But-
a hard question for the DM. What do you what effects on Falbion do you think the collective will have?
Well, I think that is a campaign wrap-up question that we will get into 100 weeks from now.
100 weeks.
On that note,
Dang it.
We got it.
on that
I guess
note,
still gonna
we
be a
are
long
going
time.
to wrap
Got a
the
long time.
episode of
Means we're gonna
exploring
live.
the archives.
Pronounce it wrong.
My phone's not working. Is there anything I need to thank?
My phone died.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good stuff.
Oh shoot, go on, Jeremy. Share them.
I couldn't bring it up on my phone. I'm really trying, but it just brings what happened
need a
like
mic?
2 days ago.
Do you need a mic?
No, we don't thank anyone ever.
We are.
We thank everyone
No.
always.
We
Oh, you're gonna go
deserve
through
to
the
be
dead
here.
zone? Oh, okay.
He's a Jeremy. He's allowed to.
All right. This is gonna be weird because I'm gonna hear myself. Let's see. We had Ceresia resubscribe.
Hey,
for
Shay,
1
thank
month.
you.
Potatoes for the win. Gave out 2 subs.
Nice.
Hey,
Thank you,
DSM
Potats.
Gave out 2 subs.
Who was that last one?
Huh?
Who was that last one you just
DSM.
DSM? That's Dave.
Dave.
That's
Dave.
Dave
Oh,
from Mondays.
Dave.
Damien, yeah.
All right. Trevor Italy 119 followed.
Oh shoot.
Thank you
Beast
for the
of
follow.
Darkness
Thank
gave
you.
out
Is that a
5 subs.
Of course, Beast had to be. He could have been. I was
He
gonna say
couldn't be
Beast
shown
could have been
up.
left in the
Beast
dust
yeah.
there.
a beast.
And Tricky II followed.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Tricky,
if
don't
you
mess
guys-
around.
Awesome.
Don't mess around.
If you guys are in the chat, definitely throw some emotes, especially if
Yeah,
you just
let's see
got
an
them.
emo wall in there. I do
So,
believe we are going to be rating someone who Jeremy has chosen. But for all of you that have followed and subbed this session or this episode, thank you so much. It means a lot. And I'm just trying to talk louder over the laughs.
Who's laughing? No one's
Um,
laughing.
We're getting.
But
ne-
we do have a raid
teachers mad
target,
at
yes?
Not yet. I told you about that.
Not yet.
Okay,
You did
so
not. You
so
said
we got a
come over
bullshit
after
for
the
the next
video.
I want to
5 minutes.
say, like, Jag. Yeah,
So
Jag
about
just
those
put
unanswered
last
questions.
thought. I love AA.
I'm just saying we're definitely.
Yes. Bowers, just choose someone in the category.
I think the
Bigfoot?
teacher's a little
Yeah.
mad at us right now, and we're getting new
little?
seats.
A little mad?
I'm not mad. I am reading what you all of you wrote all session or all episode though. I will be reading that.
Oh,
Are
go
you guys
for it.
passing
No,
notes
absolutely.
over there?
Fucking
Yeah,
solid.
100%.
We were passing notes the whole
You need me
time.
over there, Jeremy? Or you got?
Find them.
Yeah, give me one second.
Help.
Oh no, the fourth
There's-
wall. Where's broken?
There's a lot of text in here. Find them.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
bullshitting going on over here.
Open up to the page.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This was a really bad idea to put us three together.
No, that's fine. You guys are just bitches and write notes, and we just say what we want to. each
we
other.
did too, motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay, but
So-
then why did you have to write the notes then?
So that way,
Because we were
I wrote
talking
the
shit
notes
about you,
to
little bitch.
remember what I was
Cool.
showing you.
Let me read let me read it, or actually say it to my face.
I'll say it to your face.
Right here.
Guys, Jabberwocky.
Please stop.
Throw that over here.
Please. This really is the DMZ. It's not
All
a
right.
dead
Well,
zone. It's the
considering,
DMZ.
all right. Everybody, calm down. I, Z-O, and J. You got someone
Hello.
queued up then? Alrighty. Well, on final thought, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this very special in-person exploring the archives. We will be back again tomorrow night for a special one-shot DM'd by Jeremy. Yep, I'll get to play in person. I'm happy about that. Thank you for everybody that followed, but make sure you tune in again at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow for that one-shot. And then Friday, we will also be back for Chapter 35 of the Arcane Archives.
Shit.
A doozy.
Jeremy's about to. Jeremy, you can hit start the raid, but make sure you all join into that raid. Give them some love. Hashtag Spork Army when you're in there. But we will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, for the special one shot by Jeremy. Much love, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.